good, everybody? It's your boy MacMaal back with another reaction. Make sure y'all smash the sub. And remember, it don't cost you nothing to push your button. Yo, what's good, everybody? Facebook and YouTube. It's your boy MacMaal back with another live on Mondays. Make sure y'all hit the sub. Make sure y'all comment and like. Remember, it don't cost you nothing to push your button. And it's always a treat when real players meet. Today we got a short panel today, man. I guess everybody is they slacking and they macking today, so they're gonna come in when they get ready. But I'm gonna go and introduce my two guests today. I got Red Pill, you dig? My
Red
boy,
Pill
you know we've
Craig.
been locked in. We've been rocking hard. You know, I mess with my boy, man. He always representing. And I got my 30-year homie Vi. You know, we've been locked in since, kindergarten. So,
Man,
and
yeah. And she shows up.
and we got the lovely Phoebe
Ah,
just walked in the building. What's good, Phoebe?
Then
How y'all
pulled up.
doing today?
What up, though? She
Sorry I'm
came.
late. Just got here from work.
This
She
all
came
good.
in like
We just started. We literally just got on right
yeah.
before you came in. I was
You
trying
said
to
you
give
you
everybody
you said you
time
just
to
finished
get their
putting in work, huh?
situation together.
Okay, both of y'all was talking at the same time. What happened?
I said you just said you finished putting in work, huh, Phoebe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said you was doing some cheek clapping. That's why you was late.
No, I'm gonna get to that when we get off of here. So hurry up. Let's do this. Come on. Let's get ready.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, man. Today, man,
Like,
we got them at we got some work to put in today, man. I'm gonna start off with this one, man, because I think that we don't talk about this a lot, man. We actually never talk about it. We always talk about one side, but we never talk about this side. So I'm gonna I'm gonna kick it off with this
To
right.
all my men out there, we gotta learn to value our woman, man. And I know as men, we always say, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but we don't, like, to be real with y'all, we don't do enough. We gotta do more than just work and go straight home. We gotta pick up the slack somewhere, man. When you grow up and become a real man, these things that you should tell yourself that you want to be able to help your woman out around the house. Because if you think about it, men, we work, go home, and sit there, and when our woman complain and say that we don't help, first thing we say, I worked all day. We gotta stop using that excuse. Cause a lot of these women nowadays, they working, coming home, washing your clothes, washing her clothes, washing the kid clothes. Then they turn around and cook a full course meal. Then turn around and clean up the whole house in one day. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta step it up a little bit more. We gotta put in work and help prioritize our woman and make her feel as if that, you know what I'm saying, we that king that she really want. Like, go fix that light bulb that she told you to fix a week ago. You see the trash full. Go empty every trash that's in the house. Her bathroom, your bathroom, the kids' bathroom, in the trash can, empty. Her car need wash. You ain't got to hand wash it. They got car washes now. Take it down unto a $5 or $10 car wash. Get it done. If you know your woman had a long day at work, bro, throw a load of her clothes inside the washer. It ain't gonna hurt you, bro. You ain't seen the good side and the bad side of her, so wash her clothes. And I'm gonna say this right here and leave it at this. A man cannot put his foot inside a woman's shoe. I don't care what nobody said. I done tried it plenty of times. Plenty of times. It just don't work.
Okay, so I'll go backwards. I'll go backwards on this one. That as far as him saying that a man can't put his feet in a woman's shoes, he's absolutely a damn lie. Because I was a single parent and I did all that shit on my own at 16. So I ain't
Facts.
gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him run with that one. But although I will say this, and I'm just solely speaking on that position of a woman. If a woman is in that position where she working like a dog and she got to cook, clean, and work and all that, nigga, you should get up and help your motherfucking girl. You should be prosperous in a relationship, and I think y'all should take some strain off each other. You know what I'm saying? So on the flip side, if you got a hardworking man and you ain't doing that shit, then that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely think that you should value a woman that's putting a extra 110% in on shit that need to be done. You know what I'm saying? You definitely, especially like if you look at it from this standpoint, I feel like once you make that connection where you say, okay, this is my woman. We're not talking about just sexually active. I'm saying like if this is my woman, then I think that you should automatically, be locked in and y'all should be taking the load off of each other. What y'all think?
I agree with you 100%. To be honest, because if y'all both working, then just make it 100% 50-50. Just everybody, well, 100, whatever you want to say. But if you have the liberty to not have no bills, not have to pay no lights, no water, gas, you ain't got to buy the kids nothing, you ain't got to fill up the refrigerator, and you talking about me coming home changing the light bulb, that's almost a slap in the face. Because this is a earned situation. Women think they just deserve that shit. Like, you ain't put no time in with a nigga. You just think he just supposed to pay because that's what you heard on the internet. So if you working just like him, bet let's break it down the middle. But I'm not finna work 16 to 18 hours, 12 to 14 hours, and then come home and read a book. Like, that's crazy.
I'm gonna let Phoebe go on this one.
So yeah, of course I'm gonna agree with that. But you just said real pill. I agree with you also. She's sitting on her ass all day, and you don't went to work busting your butt. You know what I mean? You don't want to come home and still have to do shit. She should be able to help out to a certain extent around the house. But I also feel that even with that, there are some things that I just feel a man should do that a woman shouldn't, whether she getting up punching a clock or not. But I can say this in my personal life, I have that. So that's a cool thing that we kind of have. Um, and I think that's what kind of drew me into him because he cooks and cleans and whatever. He knows how to fix shit. And I don't necessarily leave all of that on him. And he doesn't leave it all on me. So we just make it work however we do. I think every couple should do that. But if the woman's not working there, she could be doing more around the house. There should not be anything for him to do when he gets home. But if she is, just split it.
Well, let me ask you this though. Do you think there are certain manly jobs that a woman should be doing if her man is working 16, 18 hours? And I mean like manly jobs like what Red Pill said, like I ain't coming in changing no light bulb. I mean, typically a man would change the light bulb. Even though it's something simple to do, we would title that as a man's job. Okay.
Right.
So do you think a woman should get a ladder and change the light bulbs or take out the garbage or certain things that like certain simple things? I ain't saying go take the car to get an oil change, shit like that. I mean, even though a woman can't do that, but I think that should be a job for the man. But do you think in certain cases that there are manly duties that a woman should be doing or um entitled to do since she's living a free life?
I don't know if I want to say entitled. My thing is if you're capable of doing it, just do it. A light bulb. If the light bulb, if you can reach it, if you can get on the step ladder, fine. Now, depending on the style of home that you have, if you got these real high ass ceilings and shit like that, and you need a 16 or a 20 something foot ladder, maybe we should wait until both of y'all are at home for extra security and don't be in there doing that shit. If it's something real heavy to lift around the house, I don't fucking know. When the wintertime comes around, there's a big ass air conditioner in the window. I'm not taking that shit out, but I try to help him while he do it. It just depends on what the hell it is. The garbage, now I empty all the garbage out in our bedrooms and in the bathrooms and put it in the main one and put it by the back door. And then he can take that shit out by the alley. It depends. It just depends. It depends.
Kelly, what's going on? What's your
Mm,
take, Bob?
You know what? I'm going with the theme of the question in terms of should men value women more? And I think men value women just right and in some cases, overvalue women. I'm gonna
Too
be honest.
much.
The problem and the disconnect is women don't see a man's true value, and that's where the disconnect at, and that's where I will go a little bit of pushback. Like the question you just asked Phoebe about, certain manly jobs like changing a light bulb. Women get on a step ladder to clean the ceiling fan blades. If you can get up there and do that, you can change the light bulb. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with the fact that cleanliness is next to godliness, and I always think that a man should actually be self sufficient within himself to live by himself for a while before he takes on a woman or makes somebody his woman. So when he starts asking or setting boundaries about how he like to have things structured, now you get to see what kind of woman you got, out the gate, because it's like, nah, I like I like to wash the dishes after I cook, and you have some that just they get dramatic, like they don't want to do it and stuff like that. But it's an order, it's structure. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, that tells you everything you need to know.
Well, I want to say this though, like now we got things. Well, I ain't gonna say now, but it's been more revealing with this gender role type shit, right? And the farther we go with evolution, right?
Hmm.
To me, it seems to not be any more gender roles that's solidified except for one. The only gender role that's solidified is that men pay the bills. That's one gender role that has never been changed, has never been tampered with. That's what women always wanted. Everything else, because just think about this, right? If you got a good man, women, if a woman finds a good man, right, she's really being overcompensated if you think about it. And I'm gonna just use myself for example, like this, right? And this is my situation. I only work on the weekends, right? So I work 3 days a week. I'm off 4 days a week. So I have 4 days to make sure she's good as far
Hmm.
as running her bath water,
Hmm.
cooking dinner. I don't mind cooking if I'm not fucking working. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not working, so why wouldn't I mind fixing her meal and she come home to a cooked meal? If I'm sitting in the house not working, I don't mind cleaning up my house because I've already been independent and I'm used to
Right.
doing these things on my own. So now I'm bringing these intangibles to our relationship, and really, she's working more than me. You see what I'm saying? So where did these gender roles? Because I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm running bath water, I'm paying the bills, I'm digging it down right. You baby, you getting it all.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? And it's like
yeah,
you don't really have to do
overcompensating.
shit. And the thing about it is, when you're dealing with a man who's got his shit together and used to being independent, it's like second nature for him to clean up and do shit because he's used to doing it on his own. He's not used to having a woman around cooking him food, prepping his food, shit like that, cleaning his
Hmm.
house. You see what I'm saying? You pretty much self-independent. So now you bringing all these intangibles to the relationship, and you pretty much you, in so many words, you confiscating her job
You,
by
but see,
default.
but you know why that's dangerous? Because now she didn't seen this, and this is how a lot of women work. A lot of people in general, but this a woman will see the fact that you finna do that, and then she'll kind of fall back. And then when you say something, she might get back on her toes a little bit. But 9 times out of 10, unless you just completely irritated, you ain't even gonna say nothing. You just gonna keep doing what you was doing, and she gonna know when he off, I'm off. You know what I'm saying?
But
They ain't gonna try to step up and be like, well, let me do some extra shit because he doing extra shit. They just gonna be like, nah, I know how they watching. They
But do
watching the
you
whole.
but do you understand though that a man like that is a single mother's dream?
Yeah,
Because
fact.
think about it, and I'm gonna just say this because I dealt with a single mother, right? And I would notice that by her by her having to pour so much into her kids, you know,
hmm
that when she got with me, she was so exhausted that she was so glad that I liked to cook.
Yeah,
You see
fact.
what I'm
right.
saying? Like
Right.
she gets to come over here and fucking let her hair down and just finally get some air.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
like, is that fair to me? Because I'm not getting, I'm not getting what I deserve because I have more free time than you. And it's like I want to be catered to, but you so fucking exhausted from being a mother. Where do I fit in it?
Don't do it. Don't date the single mamas, bro.
But
That's
you,
all. I
but
mean,
Man, we gonna
but
be
you,
realistic, bro. I don't want no more
Well, I
kids,
would
bro.
say this. I would say this. That was my situation. And that's what kind of locked me in with him. I'm being honest about that. So it was a matter of me not having a babysitter this weekend, perhaps. And I'm like, I got projects that's got to be turned in on Monday. We got to finish that. I need to clean up around the house, X, Y, and Z. He showed up with groceries and said, I'll take care of dinner, take care of the kids. But either he said, I help him with the project, science projects and shit like that when I did the cooking. And then he did wash my clothes. He helped out with all of that. And yes, god damn, because that does not happen often, especially when we having smaller kids that a man will come in and want to help. I didn't ask him. He voluntarily did it.
so
see,
But
that's
to
why I
get,
don't.
go
How did
ahead.
we get to that narrative of the? So let's go back to the video. I as far as MacMaal say he go out and do his extra shit. I know I do extra shit. Phoebe was with a nigga that did shit and started really. Where did the narrative? Where is this? They didn't put this on the internet that when men come home they just get the remote and put their feet up. I just don't think it exists. I think they done been with 8
No,
relationships. They had
because
that one dude that didn't do it, and now it's all on that.
hey, red
no,
That's
pill,
what I experienced though
so
from
my
my
current,
grandmother and my grandfather.
red pill,
yeah.
red pill.
So
Hold on.
with my parents and my ex-husband parents, that's what happened. And then with my first, well, my only marriage, that's what happened. So when he came in, I had dinner ready. I had his tub of water in because he liked to sit back and chill in the tub. This man, I ain't rolled the blunt in so long. I had his blunt load for him. He liked a tall glass of ice water and he wanted a Coke. And then the man drank Hennessy. I had all this shit laid out. Right, mind you, I was in school. I was in school. I did phlebotomy tech and pharmacy and some other shit before I went into mortuary science. So I worked full time.
I
I
don't
did
know.
school part time. I had my two daughters that are 11 months apart. Um, cooked, clean, did all of that. Made sure he was straight where he did not have to do too much when he came home, and too much was just really taking the garbage out at that point. And then still had to service him on the sexual needs once I did get the kids to sleep. So it can happen when some men. That's what he was used to. That's what his mother did. When his father came home, that man sat in his bed and she had shit ready for him.
And,
I
but
learned
that,
how to cook the
hey
food the way
Phoebe,
he wanted to do it and everything. But what I got something that's the opposite now. He did more than what my ex husband did. They
hey,
both
hey,
went to work and paid the bills,
mm-hmm. Hey,
but some men just don't believe in doing that. They want to come home and sit down. So I mean,
hey
Well,
Phoebe, Phoebe,
I
I think
mean,
that. Oh, go ahead,
go
go ahead.
ahead. No, I'm gonna
No,
go.
I
You go
was saying,
ahead.
I think the narrative is that they're taking how they grew up and that type of man and what they did because a lot of the women didn't have as many professional opportunities as they do today or back then. So I think they're taking that men that they grew up watching in that structure and applying it today. And there are men who do that, and they're just applying it. Now here's the flip side to that. I think the men that do it now like really don't care about that woman because it's like when you really don't care about the woman, like when a woman cares more, she's gonna go that extra mile, and when he don't care, he gonna slack off because he not all the way in it. He there for the benefits. You know what I'm saying? And they're using those as the staples of their argument. You know what I'm saying for topics like this. But I want to pose to the panel a question real quick. Have you ever considered how your life and the world would be when you hear women say, "Well, I don't need no man." Like, what take men out the world? How would you survive? And the
I
same
can't
thing
even.
go for men. The same thing go for men. Like that. If we take women off the table,
But
how would that look?
I want to stick back to the topic at the value in women part, right? I think
Right.
that I think that men overvalue women. I think because Just think about it. Just think about what we see. You have your average women who men know are below sixes, but they
Hmm.
have the attitude of a 10 because some men, you know, men they act thirsty, and with that being said, it gives confidence to women that's just regular average women. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't
same
think
thing,
men overvalue
and
them. I
same
think women hate
now
themselves.
here's the thing. Now when we talk about value, we have to put it into perspective that we're not saying we value men don't value women as women. They value women as sex objects. And the reason for that being is because of the sexualization of women. Women put it out there. It's like this. If you put a raw steak in the middle of the goddamn forest, how you gonna get mad if the wolves eat it? And it's just that simple. So it's like, okay, this. It's so many women exploiting themselves sexually that this
Mhm.
is why when you see the normal average woman who's a lady don't get nothing but 12 likes. Because I'm not liking you because soon as I swipe up, it's somebody butt naked. And I keep swiping, it's another butt naked. Keep swiping this. So now you got my pink thing hanging out all day. How can I value you as a woman when all you doing is showing me sexual activity? So I think that men value women based upon the energy that the women give out. Because at the end of the day, all men love a good woman. We preach about this on every relationship platform we can talk about. Men talk about how they're looking for this type of woman, that type of woman. So you mean to tell me you think if a man finds that type of woman that most men say they want, that we're not gonna do right? The
Yes.
problem is, no, the problem is y'all choose the men that don't want to keep you. You choose the men that makes you feel exciting instead of the man that's going to be real with you. And to piggyback off of what Voss said, like back in the day, right? When we talk about the gender roles. So my situation, I saw my grandfather do nothing. He paid the bills. He got out of work. He sat on the couch. My grandma had his food ready. He smoked his squares. He watched wrestling. He was speaking in Spanish. Nobody fucking understood him but my grandma. Okay. So that was what he came from. So now, what I'm saying is the expectations from now, right? Women back then were okay with just having a husband and living a normal life. The
Mhm.
expectations now is a woman is saying a normal life is not good enough for me. I need some excitement in my, I need some dates. I need some trips. I need some clothes. I need some fashion. I need some attention. These are all the things that we never saw our grandparents ever thriving for. On top of the fact that men and women have multiple options on both sides. So when we talk about my grandmother, who was born in 1933, in 1955, she was 20 years old, 21 years old. You see what I'm saying? And those times, you only saw the people you went to school with, the people you worked with, and maybe the neighbors in the neighborhood. You did not have this plethora of options. And so the relationships back then, they was cool with this is this. I'm happy with this. I found me somebody. Let's make a family and let's stick together.
Yeah.
Now it's not the same. So the values have actually changed to get back on topic. The values, like I say, men value good things about a woman, but it's just the extra behavior that throws a man off. So I don't want y'all to think that because women have this stigma that all men ain't shit. All men can have the possibility of not being shit, but there's a woman out there that can make that man a good man. It's already good men. He's already a good man inside, right? But you have to understand, men that have a lot of options feel just like the women that have a lot of options. Why settle here when I can get the milk without buying the cow? So it's like for women, why would I settle down with any one of you niggas when I got 3, 4 niggas tricking on me paying my bills? I'm not gonna give up all these niggas that's benefiting me just to be on some lame shit with one nigga. No. So when we talk about these things about how men feel about settling down with one woman, y'all take it the wrong way, but actually y'all think the same way. just in a different value system. Y'all value being having security. We value sex and beauty.
I agree with you. I don't want to say men overvalue women. I think women have lowered their standards and do all that degrading shit, like you say, ass shaking all in front of the camera. That give up sex too easy. With all of that, why would you put a lot of value in that? It's easily accessible to everybody. So what is it your value? They don't leave anything for value.
You you know
I feel
Yeah,
what?
like
and like Kelly said in the comments, women overvalue themselves too. They absolutely do.
yeah,
But
Well,
she got
yeah.
to understand that goes back to what I said. They only overvalue themselves because men be thirsty and they give credits where it's not due.
it's not do it
Just
all.
think, men, if men actually, let's put it like this: women in the world will act totally different if men only talk to the women that we preach about we want. If we just stop talking to the who rats and the who mamas and stop being horny, stop drinking and getting off drugs and letting the
Which
pimp
y'all
game
ain't
come
gonna
out and
never
shit.
do.
If we
Y'all ain't gonna
no,
never do it.
no, you absolutely right because we're born
Okay
that way.
then.
This is how we are naturally. But what I'm
So that's
saying
so that
is,
ain't even
but
a
what
real
I'm
option. So stop
no,
gaslighting.
I'm just hypothetically speaking. If
We don't
men
want
only talk,
hypothetical because it'll never happen.
if men only approach the women that we always preach about, these women will be a lot more humbling
That's
You know,
because
fact.
a
you,
lot of them
Okay.
wouldn't be getting the attention that they getting now.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm finna go into my brother knowledge bag here for a second. I read this book, Don't Believe Everything You Think, right? And it had a statement that I can parallel to the difference between the way men think and the way women think. And when it comes to relationships, men has more of a thinking in terms of inspiration. Women has a thinking concept in the term of more deception. And let me break this down even further. Because when you start thinking from a place of deception, it's all ego, it's all about what you want. And when you get to that goal to get everything you want, you're not satisfied. So think about how many people say, I want to be married, then they get married, and they still not satisfied with marriage. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like you compound a whole lot of these things, and it comes from like an egotistical place. When you do something from inspiration, it's like, okay, I'm going to figure this out as I go. And more men are equipped of type of that train of thought than women are.
Give examples and substantiate it right now.
Okay,
Like
like I just
in
said,
real
like I said,
time.
most women said, I would like to find me a partner and be married one day, right? That's what most that's what the majority of women would say. True or false, Vita?
True. But
They get
they're
married.
saying they wait, hold
Hold
on,
on, hold on,
let
hold
me clarify.
on.
They saying
You
they
asked me
really
to
want a
expound.
wedding.
You asked me
But
to
I'm gonna
expound.
just clarify though. They saying they
Okay,
really want a wedding because if not really they don't know what marriage is because if they have not witnessed
okay, all right. So,
marriage, they
all right.
really only
So
saying
they want the
wedding and
wedding.
they only got a Disney concept.
That's
So
my point.
already it's
This is the
flawed.
point. This is the point I'm trying to get. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
you
point. They want the
unrealistic.
wedding or they want to be married, but guess what? They get that. Then they start looking at the dude like, I don't even fucking like him. And they start looking at all these nitpicks of where he can be better at, where he can do more of, and where he lacking at this, that, and the other. And it's not so exciting because we're in the real of things. Because, like you said, there's a Disney concept that goes along with that. So now she's got what she wanted. She got the wedding. She got married, and she's still not happy. She's still not satisfied because it's about what she wants. It's coming from ego. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming from a form of deception. Where
Y'all
you,
the
But
biggest human with egos too. Like stop.
but here's
yeah,
the
men
thing.
got big egos.
Stop.
But you know what I think, and I'm
But
gonna just be
go
totally
ahead.
honest
I was
about the
about to say a
situation.
man will put his when a man is married when he says I do, and it takes a lot for a man to get on one knee and say I want to marry you, right? But this
No,
goes
it
back to the
don't.
inspiration. This
No,
goes
it
back to
don't.
the
Cause niggas
inspiration
today
part.
needy as shit.
This goes back to
No,
the
they need.
inspiration part. This goes back to the inspiration part. I got what
Well,
I
about
wanted.
what generation you talking about?
No, hold on. I'm saying train of thought. I'm saying train of thought. I said I'm getting to my brother knowledge bag right now, so you got to keep up with me, okay? I was
Okay.
like, when you get to an inspiration part, I understand we're gonna have good days, we're gonna have bad days, we're gonna have bumps in the roads. I'm like, okay, I can get married to you, and guess what? Whenever those problems come, I'm gonna deal with them when they come, and figure it out, you know, as we go, like on the job training. Women want to
On
have
the
all this
fly.
stuff planned out,
And
and
that's
then when
the
they get
best
to it,
training a
now
man
they
have
still not
is
happy.
on the fly.
But
Okay.
you know why? You know why cheating is so good? Why it feels so good? I'm gonna tell you why. Because for some reason, and I'm just speaking about myself. For some reason, when you meet a motherfucker, them first 90 days you got them be the best them.
Yeah.
Them
Yep.
first 90 days, boy, be a mother. You be like, oh, I can do this.
Hmm.
After them 3 months, sometimes 2 months. But I'll give you 90 days. 90
Hmm.
days, the real you start seeping out here and there. And see, now, Vita, you a Virgo. You know how we are. We analytical as fuck. We see everything. We might not say a goddamn word, but we see all the petty knick-knack antics. And it don't be enough for us to go off. We'll just store it in the bag.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the
You
that's
feel
the
what I'm
problem
saying?
right there.
We're,
That's the
we're
problem.
stored we're stored in the bag because we don't like to be petty. You see what I'm saying? But what happens is when we come out the bag, we coming out the bag with receipts. Petty shit that
It
then
takes
led up to
time.
real shit. Because we real analytical. We peep shit is like this. When you show us in the beginning, say for instance, like I meet a woman and she's great. She's coming over. She's having sex with me the way I like. She's speaking nice. She's offering to pay for dates. She's just cleaning up my house, making up the bed, just little shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Way
like,
too
Hmm.
damn.
much.
And I'm like, damn, that's decent because for men, we value little shit. We
That's
don't be
way too
looking
much.
for the clouds and the mountains. We look for the little shit that we don't have to do. So
What's
in
Wow.
the
the
beginning, it's
Wow.
like, damn, okay. But then, like, even in a situation, you'll be fresh when y'all start having sex. She'll give you head every night. Won't let you go to bed without doing it. You'll notice around 90 days after, she'll start skipping days and shit to the point you'll be like, damn, this
What's wrong
new.
with you?
Like you ain't gave me no head in like 3 days. What's going on?
The first
right?
90 days,
You
you go
you
to bed
notice
and wake
you'll
up the
notice
same way.
that she come in the house, she ain't picking shit up like she used to. She used to just come up and pick. Oh, you got cups and shit laying on. She'll just put them in the sink. Now she don't do that shit no more. You know, you'll just notice little shit, and then the little attitudes start coming out. She start talking back and shit slightly. You feel me? Just to see how far she can push you. It'd be a lot of shit after them 90-day periods, man. And so with that being said, you like, man, this was cool, but it was fun while it lasted. And now you wind up meeting another motherfucker, and they like she was 90 days ago.
Yep.
You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
And all
nah.
So
you doing is stacking
Yeah.
body counts, stacking spiritual, sexual demon transfers, and all that shit. And
Vita,
this is
Vita,
why we cannot
why is it
sustain
not a
these
demon
Vita,
transfer?
Vita,
relationships.
Why is it
Vita.
not a demon
Body
transfer
count,
when animals
body
of the
count for a
kingdom do
man
it?
is not like it is for a woman.
Because this what I'm saying. This what I'm saying, right? This what I'm trying to tell y'all, right? It don't matter if you're a man or a woman, right? If you not really addressing your deep shadow things that you gotta address to see why is it that whatever day run out on you 1 day or 90 day and the shit ain't working and you gotta replace them and get another one. First of all, if a woman come and do all that shit and you ain't made a serious commitment or provided true provisional leadership or
In
shed
90
light on her life,
days?
all
In
that like
90
you ain't
days?
you yeah, what you mean? Yeah. Cause other than
No.
that, then you are only there to usurp her value. So
No,
when she
first of
Yeah,
feels
all,
her
that
Vita,
value.
Vita,
she
no, I'm not gonna let you do that because you know, as a grown woman, you know, initially at the end of that road, you will never truly know somebody until you move in with them. That's number one. So
okay,
how in the hell do you expect me to make a serious commitment after 90 days? Let's be for
okay.
real.
Hey,
I
So
Vita,
don't
let's
even
Vita,
say
know
this.
you.
So let
Vita.
me say this right.
Go
The
ahead, go
You
ahead.
commitment
don't
don't
even
have
get
to
benefits from a job till 90 days.
okay, let me
I was
say
about
this
to say
right.
that.
But at least it's a I understand when they come in and what it takes to do it, and the position I'm in, and with all this shit. I know all that shit is before me to even know if I'm gonna go sign up and latch on to that. So what I'm even saying is, if a woman come in doing all that shit, she is flipping her like she doesn't understand. You don't just give value up like that because now the nigga gonna think this is what he should be getting for what. What
He
what is
Okay,
he
should.
doing
He
but
should
hold
be
deserving?
on.
getting that.
Hold on,
So
He
whoa,
should.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
How?
so
whoa.
hold on.
Vita,
Because
wait.
that's
So
the man
basically,
you chose. The man you chose to give your
You not my
body up to
man.
you.
Are
So,
you my man?
so what? But
You
once you
want
give
that
your
one
well,
on.
body up, that's your highest possession. Once you
I'm
give
That's
your
doing
body
exactly
up,
why I
you
ain't
should
giving
give him
nobody up.
everything.
I'm
That's why
doing
we
your
shouldn't give
man shit
bodies
So
up.
you
though.
can't give a
That's why
man
we
your
should not be
submission,
stacking
but you could give
bodies.
him your
Okay,
Hey,
body.
hold on. Let me,
Red Pill,
That's
hold
why
on,
we should not be
ladies,
stacking bodies. That's
ladies,
why I
ladies,
say we should not be
ladies,
stacking bodies neither, because they be
ladies.
messing everything up too. Like it's both parties are not really truly equipped to know each other's value. And then if the woman come in trying to do all this valuable shit that you saying you like, because when she stop, you got a problem with it. All that shit you name, she coming in doing all that shit with no true commitment, no true plan, no foresight, no leadership breakdown, none of that. You ain't even committing to look, this is if you fuck with me, this is what your life could look like. This is what it could be like. Right now, I'm just trying to see how compatible the chemistry, whatever the fuck it is that you're trying to see. Y'all, that ain't what you're offering. You want her to be doing all this A through Z type shit to C,
Yes.
and then after 90 days, when her gas tank running on E, now it's oh, you
Why is
now
your
you.
gas tank running on E? If
Hey,
you can't sustain, women
hold on,
preach all the time about a man
Ma,
sustaining. Don't change up on me with how you
That's
got
why
me.
I'm
It's how
not
you
giving
keep
it.
me.
hey, I
Y'all
have
the
a,
one
That's
preach
why I
about
wouldn't
how
give
you
it.
got me is how you keep me. This
hey,
Exactly,
so
and that's
vice
hey,
why I
Ma,
say
versa.
she
Why is it
tripping.
got to be different
Ma,
on
Ma, Ma,
y'all end?
Ma, Ma.
But that's
I'm
why I
gonna
say she tripping, because she shouldn't even be giving that up to you,
You a
because it's
lie.
really
go,
You a
Ma.
lie.
because she's
When you
giving
get
her value to no man's land.
All right,
that's
What
a
is she
lie.
getting in exchange for that?
That's a
time
lie
out,
because
time
if
out.
I
a
see something good,
experience.
if I see a good woman, I'm gonna do what I need to do to keep her.
Okay,
Bullshit ain't about nothing
why do it take all that? Won't you just do it on day one?
because I don't
But
know if
the
she's the one
same
on day
the
one.
same
Well, you're
reason
not
you
gonna get
telling.
all that shit.
But
See,
hold
a
on,
good
you
woman knows her value, and she's not
Mm.
gonna give all that shit to you like that. She's not gonna give just her
so
value
But
so
away
hold on,
like
hold
that
on.
okay,
for
So hold
somebody
on, hold
to
on.
go ahead.
see
I'm
that
gonna
Okay.
they
let
gonna
Red Pill speak.
probably
Go
Well,
ahead.
the fuck.
let me ask you this. If you saying don't do nothing for these 90 days, what is he
I ain't
doing?
say nothing.
Well, okay,
Let's get it clear.
but even what MacMaal said was just little shit, but you like she shouldn't
That's
even be
not
doing
little.
that.
First of all,
So what
don't
is
minimize it. Wait, let me help you out, Red Pill. Don't minimize nothing. Don't minimize what I'm doing. I'm just saying as a woman, not me
okay,
personally. But as a woman, what I'm doing to nothing, because if I stop, then you mad. So it's not nothing. Obviously, it's
okay,
value
okay, so
exchange. Because
what
you
are you
No,
doing
I'm
in
not
value.
mad.
well,
I'm not
hold on,
mad. I'm
Vita.
just observing that shit
Vi-
is changing. I'm not mad
Vita,
at all.
Vita, in the
But
first
what
90 days, what is appropriate for a woman to do for a man to show that she's interested in him in the first 90 days? Not too much, not a little bit. What is the perfect amount of shit to do for the man in the first 90 days?
I don't know. I ain't gonna the way I'm at in life now. The younger Vita would have said something different. But where I'm at and now, I ain't even dating 90 days. If I'm finna do a bid, that's a bid to me, right? That's my life. I gotta stop or make true decisions in my life to include you or make room for you, and it should be some type of understanding and agreement. Like, hey, I know you finna make these changes, or you gonna make this space, or you gonna make this opportunity, just like you finna do. So, what is the benefit of us doing that? We too grown to be acting like we don't know what I'm here for and what you here for. So, if it's just sex, say just sex. If it's more than that, say more than that. If
I
it's, hey,
mean,
I would like to.
initially, it's always about the sex
But
initially, but what I'm saying is this: when you first initially meet a man, he already got a roster. Is what I'm saying,
So
right?
what?
And
Good for
so
him.
if you're trying to be the woman to lock this man down, then
I ain't
you're
okay.
gonna.
So let me stop you right there. I ain't trying to lock nobody down, right? That
Well,
ain't
that's
even
a
on my radar
recipe to be
ever.
single.
if
Why
you
wouldn't
trying
you
to
try
get
to lock a man
chose,
down?
Why
if
would
you
I
trying to
wait?
get
First
chose,
of all, why do I need to lock him down when God told me I'm not supposed to pursue no
you
man.
don't listen to
I don't
Hey,
everything
need
God
to
tell
lock
you to
him
do.
down.
fellas, can I
Well,
jump into this
you
real
kind of
quick?
taking it in the wrong. You kind of
Hey,
taking it wrong. What I'm saying is
fellas,
this:
I think what
let's
they're doing is they just trying to
I'm gonna
show
say
them
this
their
and then I'm
value.
gonna hand it over. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna hand it over. Realistically speaking, Vita. Realistically speaking, I know y'all might throw your religious quotes or whatever y'all think
Not
y'all
even
faith say.
religion. It's
Okay,
value.
right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say this. Realistically speaking, okay, there are a abundance of beautiful women in the world. There
Okay.
are, hold on, there are a shortage of the men that those women think they qualify for, right? So the less there is of something becomes more valuable, okay?
Okay.
So it's like this. I put Vita in the room with 99 women. It's 100 women in this room. and there's only 10 good eligible men that all y'all want. This is what you're looking at realistically, okay? But in the
Yeah.
millions, right? But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
this: if there are a shortage of these type of men, because y'all complain you all the time, you say niggas, they ain't men no more, they yada yada yada. So how many men do you think are out there that fits the caliber of man that you're looking for? Obviously, it's a shortage. So when you meet this man, you have to show him that I'm better than these 99 other women in the room. This is how men pick. When you meet me, I have a roster, right? And so when I say those little things like she's coming over, she's cleaning, she's not saying
I
she clean,
lost.
not saying
I
that she's
lost.
cleaning up for me, but I'm saying occasionally when she come over, she sees shit out of place, she straighten up, she got some good head, she's nice to talk to, she let me play my video game, she's a good conversation, she's playing
Peace.
parts, the little shit that I need in my life, she's playing it. You know what
Little
eventually
shit.
happens? Hold on, because you got to understand. I'm a
He
man in
said
that
it's on my
position
shit.
right now. A man in that position right now is he's playing the game. So what happens is this: when you start doing those little intangibles, guess what happened? Behind closed doors, the shit you don't see, the women that he got on his roster that's not doing that, they secretly disappear without
That
you even knowing it. They
that's
start
I'm
secretly
a willingly
disappearing.
disappear.
This is what I'm saying. So what happens is this, and I'm just speaking off experience, the 90-day rule. As soon as I start cutting bitches off because I feel like I found something good, is when she switch up. Now it's like, damn, I done let my hoes go thinking you the one, and now you back, you doing what the fuck they doing.
Exactly.
Hmm.
So this is where it
Exactly.
comes. Now I gotta find somebody else because you
And this
tripping.
is what a
You
real woman
almost
knows.
had me. I'm not gonna tell you you got me.
All that
I'm
shit is
just sitting. I'm
okie doke. And a real woman
behind
and
the
a real
scenes
man know that.
deleting bitches for you, and you don't even know that.
You know what? I got a question for the
It's
ladies
not even
because
for me.
I
It's
got a
not for
question
me
for.
because the bitches wasn't mine to begin with. But before you say that, Leva, I'ma just say this. This is exactly what I knew you was gonna get to the end of and say. You still get back in the field, back in the game because everything you said is a okey doke loop de loop. And real women and real men that have come out of that shit know that. I don't care. You could put me in a room with 100 whoever. I still I don't care who it is. If see, this is what I understand. He chooses me, and then I choose back. If he don't choose me, then then I'm out. I don't, and then
But that's what I'm
that
saying.
little game
But
wasn't for me.
okay,
It's
but what I'm
okay. I'm
saying
not
is
gonna
this.
do nothing more than make
Right,
myself available and give him opportunity. That's it. Any
right.
other thing is a woman that don't know her value and that she's
And
being
it's
shortly
hundreds of
in
women doing
exchange
that.
for.
It's hundreds of women
Okay,
making
this is what
themselves
I'm saying.
available.
And what I'm
So
saying about
so
them is
basically
they
you a
don't know their
blind spot.
value.
You a blind spot because you doing what
Okay.
everybody else doing. So why would I make
Okay.
you more valuable than them and you just riding the plane like everybody else?
Okay, I'm gonna say that right. If he is interested in me for whatever his reason is, right? Because that means we on frequency. That's what we going on frequency. You vibing on my frequency, I'm vibing on
No, he
yours.
vibing
You
because that ass poking out.
okay, whatever the frequency is, I ain't mad at that because I don't want him not like that, right? I want him to be heterosexual and actually like women in their bodies. I do want you to do that. I just want to see if you got more to offer than that. If you could talk more and be on more than that. Okay, if you can, great. If we're on the same frequency, great. If not, I already know you're in a world of loop-de-loop and you not fooling me. That's just it. I'm not competing with nobody.
So
Nobody's competing with me.
I have
That's
I
why
Okay,
have
I'm
well
at.
let
I
me.
I
ain't
have
in
I'm
I
gonna
have
competition.
let I'm gonna let Voss speak his piece, and I'm gonna go to the next topic. Go
I
ahead.
got two questions for the ladies. Which because Vita said something about the woman when you and Maul was talking about a woman giving up her value to Maul. I'm like, what is a woman's value from a woman's perspective?
Okay, her inherent value. Her inherent value, when she knows her value, just her presence makes things better. Just her mere presence. Just the mere, and this is not only like
No, I'm not.
spiritually.
I'm not talking about just presence because Maul went to characteristics and certain things,
Okay, I
right?
was
So
gonna
I'm
say that.
saying but you said the woman was giving up her value. So I'm wanting to I want to expound on the value the way you were seeing it as that conversation was going on. That's where I'm getting at.
Okay, because it was consistently minimized was my issue too when they say the little things or the little shit. But when they stop, it's a big deal. See what I'm
Right,
saying?
but
It's
I'm
a
saying
breaking.
It's
I'm
It's a
asking
not a
for
breaking.
big
specifics.
deal, Vita. No, you making
No,
it
no, no.
seem like, oh, you
I'm asking.
changing.
I'm asking for specifics because I'm going somewhere with this conversation real quick.
Okay, he said when she cook, when she clean, when she get head, she's giving sex.
Okay, all right. So now my second question is, from a woman's perspective, and Phoebe, you can chime in on this one too. What value does a man have when it comes to a woman, from a woman's perspective?
So it would be his inherent ability to provide for provisional leadership, which means not only is he able to like provide to give her a safety type of under like consciousness to know that with him she is in safe with him and around him, and then also that she can trust him and be vulnerable with him so that the things that he is looking for from her feminine energy she can open up and give to him back to him.
Once I
So his
start taking care of
leadership
you, you should
means
trust me.
All
he
right.
right,
So
but trust, but it's also to lead the they life or the situation or the relationship to whatever the promised land is for them two people, and
Vita,
that's
but
gonna be
you
all right.
good.
So
keep
hold on.
saying that, Vita, but
Hey, hey,
y'all
Maul,
ability to follow has a price tag on it. That's the problem.
Maul. This is
If
what
a
I'm gonna get
nigga
at.
ain't getting no bread, y'all ain't trying to be led.
Maul. This is what I'm gonna get at right now. Because
Okay, Jamal, I like that one. I like that one.
under everything that
I'm gonna
you just
give you that
said,
one.
everything you just said, this is why it's fucking pee in the dating pool right now. Because everybody got value that they trying to hide and price out and hold hostage and all this other shit. And you don't think that the girl should have gave up nothing towards Maul, but in order to find value, like the things that you said that a man brings, that's within the context of a relationship. That comes later on. I'm talking about from the outset, the first 90
Okay,
days.
let me help y'all out. Let me
Okay.
help y'all
And,
out.
and and see, a thing about it is what Vita need to understand is this:
It's not
the
just a
mind
relationship.
state of a man with no money is the different from the mind state of a man with money. Okay,
Facts.
broke men call it tricking, being a simp, doing all this shit. Listen, baby, I'll pay for the pussy if I got to have my peace. All I want is if I got my life together. The only thing I'm missing is some sex when I get horny. Other than that, I'm at peace with myself. I'm happy. I'm mentally stable. I'm spiritually stable. I'm financially stable.
Then get a
I'm-
sex worker.
right.
No, no,
But
no, no.
that's what
That's a
I'm
Victor
saying
Sweet
though.
mindset.
So instead of me putting up with things that I don't want to put up with, I'll just pay $150, $200. Two
That's what I
hundred
say.
dollars will
Stay
get
with a sex
two
worker.
hundred dollars will get the baddest chick in the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? That's the same 200 that I gotta spend on a date trying to get to know you to hope to get some ass.
Hey,
So if I even decide to take you out on a date, you should be fucking appreciative because I don't have to.
Cause you did something I can do. I don't even want the date. We could talk on the phone. Fuck that date. Cause
What
hey.
what what
you
I'm
finna
what I'm
think you
saying
entitled
is
to me because
what
you spent $200 what I could go do it too. No.
no, what I'm saying is initially when we talked about the value, do men value women? If we choose to take you out on a date, okay, that shows you that we value you in some sort of degree because I don't have to do this.
Beyond sexy,
Okay?
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I want to have sex
It's a
with you.
favor for me.
No, it's not a favor. What I'm saying is it's the see, and that's the problem that
Yeah.
y'all don't understand that men don't mind being fools as long as we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna but
Every man
you
is a
got to
fool for his
reciprocate
girl. But the
appreciation.
thing about it is, if you make a man feel appreciated, he'll bend over backwards for you
I
if
got
he
you.
feels appreciated.
Mhm.
And the thing about it is, this is why we have these hard conversations because men, and I can speak for all men.
You know
We
all
are
men.
not, I can speak for all men when I say this. We are not hard to please. We are very simple. And the mere fact that you can't even do that is why we pissed off.
Well,
Okay, so let me help you. Let me help you. Well, then y'all should stop telling lies.
About what?
If you so
I
simple,
get that's
stop
fair.
lying.
That's fair.
Stop lying.
But
If
but
it's
but
so simple,
look what
stop
happens when you.
lying.
But Vita,
Stop lying.
this what happens when you tell the truth. You shame us for being honest. We
You call
telling
me
Well, I
you
don't.
sassy. You call
I
every
me
don't.
man,
sassy.
every
Real women
man,
don't.
every man that approach you, hi, how you doing? Can I get your number? wants to sleep with you, but y'all act like, nah, he could have just met me and he wanted to be my friend, and we can trade stories and talk about stars
That's a
aligning
lie.
and
That's a
all this
lie.
bullshit.
And
But
that's
but
because she been lied to 100 times before you. You got to understand who's conditioning her,
okay,
and it's
okay.
Well, can
Well,
I
well,
tell?
men
well,
are
Can
well,
I?
hold
Can
on.
I
liars.
Let me
say
say
this
this,
though?
But
She.
Vita, just
Go ahead.
Maul's saying it, I'm saying it, Var's saying it. If we introduce ourselves to you, we want to have sex with you, and that's for every man, everyone,
Say
98.9.
it
And then
then.
that's I'm
Hey,
telling you right now, so you can go on
hey,
when you
So
get off
how
this internet tonight.
successful?
Now you know some shit.
and Vita,
Yeah,
Vita,
how
you just
successful would I be if I didn't know you, Vita? I come up to you and I say, baby, I think you are very beautiful. I want to buy you a drink, and let's have some drinks, and later on, to when you leave here, I want to have sex with you tonight. How far would I get saying that?
I swear to God, if you said that, I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't like push you on my face or nothing. I'll be like, "Oh, is that right?" And I'll probably smile like he, even if he's serious, I
Would you
respect his
do it?
I
honesty.
don't. I
no.
don't think you
See
Would you
would,
that.
and I
do it
See,
would
no,
say
no,
though?
no, no,
this.
no.
I
See, hold
would
on,
say
time
this,
out, Vita.
and
Let me
I
let
got. I
Vita.
gotta say this real fast, Vi, and
Go
I'm gonna
ahead, go
get
ahead,
to
go
you.
ahead, go ahead.
That was a lie, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it depends on the circumstances that you're in. If you off alcohol and I'm talking to you and I got your vibe and I tell you I want to have sex with you, you gonna look at me like a fucking creep. You might be able to take it more better if you're sober, like if we in an event or some shit like that. But if we in the club and you've been drinking, I'll be like, baby, I'm trying to fuck tonight. What you want? You know what I'm saying? You gonna be
That's when
like,
they really be saying that. Well, I ain't been in the club in years, but that's where they be getting said. So I don't like. I'm trying. I'm really trying to relate from me and like maybe as I grew up, like the girl, like all my friends married, all of them. Like nobody's not married. Like and they didn't take all day to get married. So them niggas was talking kind of like that. Like they was just coming direct and was like, man, this what I'm trying to do. What a nigga got to do that? Look, fuck all that other shit. This what I'm on. What's up? Like
But you said
straight up
so.
like that. Like women actually value honesty. When I'm saying when she a real woman, for real, she gonna value. And if she like you
right.
in whatever
So
way, but if she values honesty, I value
who
honesty.
who do you
But,
think get more sex out of women? Liars or truth tellers?
Liars because women get lied to most 99% of the time. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
So which
Y'all
means
lie
what?
to
So
men
which
lie
means
so
what?
much.
So which means what? Y'all like lies.
But this one telling you right. If women really knew the last that they like, women really like. Even right now, I know I'm like fat and retired modeling. Like I just know I just in my mind I'm just this fat ass girl, right? I'm just fat. So I be like, man, I got to keep working now. Da, da, da. People be like, hot damn, how small you trying to get? And da, da. I be like, bruh. But if a man, like when a man tell me the truth, he'd be like, nah, you could lose some more weight. Go on my fucking head. Don't let that bitch tell you that. Don't fucking listen to that. I say, yeah, that's because niggas lie all fucking day and make
But
you
you
think
gotta
being
understand though,
250
Vita.
pounds is okay.
But
And
the
they
lies
thinking,
sound good. You can't deny it. When a person walk up on you, and I'm gonna speak from both sides, right? From a woman's point of view. When a handsome man walk up on you and he's saying the shit that you want to hear, 9 times out of 10, you know it's a lie. But your body like this nigga, you attracted to him, and you gonna take all these lies because it sound good.
not
From a
me.
man's point of view, I can approach a badass chick. We talking, she could tell me some shit like, I don't be doing shit. I be in the house and reading books and I do that. In my mind, I know this bitch lying, but she bad.
I ain't
And I
never
don't give a
did this
damn how them
before.
lies
And
sound.
this
I'm
motherfucker
trying
whole
to
throat goat.
scold and I'm gonna
But
let
what
her
if I
lie to
really
me
do be in the
and
house
I'm gonna
reading
Lying
act
her
books?
like
ass
I
off.
believe that shit.
well,
But
Say
you
what
know
if I
more.
what?
really do be in the house reading books?
Well, you know
Hey,
what? I'm gonna say it
I really do be in the house
just like you.
reading books though.
I
I
know,
really do. I swear to God, I really be in
but
the house reading books.
so many women have lied about it that even the fact that you do it, it fucked it up. Just like
See,
right.
you
that's the
saying,
same
when
Fact.
way
niggas
from
is
women to men.
that,
Y'all,
Hey,
we
but
done
that
lied, been
Vita.
lied
I'm
to
just
so much.
saying. That's the
Hey,
point, though.
red pill ball. Women lie too because they be like, hey, I don't normally do this. It'd be a whole throat goat. Like, nah, you learned this. You done tried this out on somebody before. You did it too well and too experienced not to do it before now. Come on now. Like, women do
Man,
lie
Va,
too.
let me tell you something, Va. I went through a period of my life for a whole year when every woman I met said I ain't had sex in 3 months. It's like these bitches had a meeting.
Right.
Man, on my
Ain't
mama.
no way all you hoes done waited 90 days.
90
They
days.
man, they didn't feel bad. They didn't spit the block on somebody.
You're right.
Man, ain't no
It
motherfucker
sounds
waiting no 90
respectable.
days.
It
Ain't
sounds
no
You a damn
motherfucker.
respectable.
lie,
That's why they
Jamal.
say
Don't
it.
say nobody.
Look, listen. I understand because I know men that done it, that then went on fasts where they, it
Oh yeah.
happens. Certain women do go on fasts. So I'm not gonna say you Vito or you Phoebe never took a break or no shit like that. I'm not
Not
gonna
no
say
3 year
that.
fast.
But what I'm saying is this: the average
Three
woman ain't
months.
waiting no motherfucking
That's a
three
damn
months.
lie.
Okay, the average woman ain't waiting no 3 months. Okay, because
Yeah.
one thing I know about
She
women,
ain't
they
waiting
move
3
off their
weeks. Fuck you
feelings and
mean?
they get a nigga to replace a nigga. As soon as a nigga start acting funny, they got so many in the
And if
chamber,
she
they get a next nigga a chance.
But you
and
Yeah.
if
know
she
what?
used to
It's possible because
and if
they
she
got
used to
toys
juices,
and
juices,
stuff
she
on
ain't waiting
them.
3 days. Fuck you
They
mean?
give them
Shit.
toys. Toys, y'all.
Okay,
Yeah.
man, we gonna get into this next clip. You
Oh
dig?
shit.
We gonna we
Y'all
gonna get
funny.
into this next clip, man. Let's
Hey,
do it.
y'all
Women
be
aren't the
fucking
problem,
too.
man. The women I deal with, I treat them well. Very well. I treat myself well and I treat them well too. Why would I want to have a woman that's doing everything she's supposed to do to be FBI, feminine, beautiful, inspirational for me, and then I'm just gonna be mean to her? Man, y'all need to go get some goddamn therapy and get over whoever bothered you, whoever hurt you.
Modern men need to go seek therapy because women are not the enemy. Go get your life together so that your relationships with women can improve.
Hold on, I got one more by the
A
late
lot of
great.
black men who feel like if you spend any money on women, it's tricky. But that's because you broke. Men with money have always spent money. So what do Asian men, Hispanic men, Middle Eastern men, and white men call tricking? There is no conversion. You're broke.
The late great has spoken.
You hear me? I agree 100%, man. Fuck.
Yeah, and I wanted to play this clip earlier, but we had gotten to it when I was telling Vita that men with money and men that ain't got it think two different ways. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying?
I'm used to niggas with money. I don't know
And
about them broke niggas.
and it's like, so we had a discussion on JB panel where they got on me because I said I actually the most I ever spent on the first date was like 350 or some shit
And
like that.
that was mostly JB. Mad at that.
And and the thing about it is see, people with money date different. We like to go nice places and we take you with us.
We do shit.
We not thinking as I'm taking you somewhere and I need something for it. That's not how we move. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? I might want to go to Gibson's and I just met you. I'm free that night, you free that night, you gonna come with me, we gonna have a good time. I ain't looking for nothing in return. I just want to go check Gibson's out. And you just happen to be the one I chose. So when men talk about, I ain't spending this much on a first date and all that shit, like, I don't get it. What y'all think, man? We're gonna start with real appeal and we're gonna go all the way down, man.
Let me handle this because this is one of them situations where I really got a problem with that trick and shit. Because for one, I take my niggas and ball out. I'll be like, hey, we about to go to the club. We got the section, we got the bottles, everything. Come on. And I'm talking about just the fellas. Me and 4 or 5 homeboys, we gone. Oh, we finna go out of town. I got it. Don't even trip. But then when I do it for a female, everybody said, oh, you trick. Like, nigga. Like, what is you talking about? If that's how you move when you got bread and that's just how you are, I don't think they should be shamed at all. Like, and I'm not gonna say that a nigga that's being thrifty because he know the weaselness that a lot of women put niggas through. I get it, you gonna play defense. But most of the time you playing defense because you can't afford to put energy into this
To
woman
play
and spend this
offense,
money. Yeah, you spend that 300, you be like, it's this gotta be a guarantee.
that shit
Cause
coming out the rent.
you feel me? Like this,
Yeah.
this no money that's gonna hold me till next Thursday. She better not be on no bullshit.
You
She better
feel me?
not. So, but see, I ain't never been thrifty. You can ask that my baby mom, my daughter's mom. I love her to death to this day. She know. She's like, you ain't. She ain't never heard no from me. Never.
I know
Any
that's
woman,
right.
any woman I done ever been with it. What? What you mean? And it ain't
You know,
because It ain't because I got it in abundance, even though most of the time I do, but it wouldn't matter. I give you my last. So I mean, I don't understand that concept, bro.
Oh,
I'm
well,
a,
that's what's up, Red Pill. Okay, you ain't let the manosphere turn you gay. Good, because that's what the
I'm a,
manosphere make
Turn
y'all
me
think tricking
gay.
on
I'm a,
niggas is what's up and spending money on women is gay is wrong. Like
I'm
y'all
a,
turning these niggas gay.
That's
I'm a,
What
I'm
ridiculous.
a,
the
I'm a,
fuck?
I'm a expound on what Red Pill saying. Like, if I go out and it's like I'm with the fellas, yeah, I'm like first rounds on me bottles or something like that out the gate. So I would do that with my homies, and it's subjective based on the female. Like I said, if it's a female, I just want to smash, and that's all I've ever had like in mind with her. Yeah, I mean, most I spent on a date was 650. I have no shame in saying that because I
Okay,
took
okay.
concert tickets and we went out to
On your
eat. You
first
know,
date,
first
because I
date because I
spent
wanted
more
to
than that on
smash.
a date, but like your first, I'm saying how much you spent on the first date.
No, that was 650 because we went to a concert and then I took her out to Morton's.
Okay.
So
Y'all had some good seats then, because
yo, you got
350
that
will get
right.
you some good seats.
Yeah, we have some good
Yeah,
seats,
they
but
had a good time. That's how you
I,
get that box.
and that's what the
By
goal was.
sitting in the box,
But
by
Cheat
sitting in the
code.
box.
here's the thing too. Like I noticed even by myself, like if I'm really feeling you, I'm not gonna go out the gate like that because I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make all this up on the long run because I'll take you on the trips. We'll go international trips here, concerts. It's unlimited at that point, right? But on the flip side, now it's like when you do it for one, because come on, ladies, y'all do talk.
Yeah.
And it get out, man. He went and he spent this and he spent some bread. Now the other female want to come and it's like if you're not attracted to her and you don't spend it on her, now she looking at you like, oh, he broke this, that, the other. You know, he spent all his money on this. Like, nah, I just don't got to spend on your ass. You know what I'm saying? But
No, she gave her game up then. She don't supposed
they'll
to
put
say
out that
nothing.
narrative that you broke because you won't spend it on their ass. And it's like if a dude say something about it, that's subjective because everybody got their own thoughts and preferences. Like yo homies that like your brodies, I understand. Hey, he on his player shit right now. They ain't gonna take it personal. But somebody who saying something to gain always got an opinion. Always got a negative opinion to say about it.
But you know what? I gotta say this though. A reason why a lot of niggas don't mind spending bread on the homies is because the homies spend it back. If I get
Yeah,
around,
Mm.
second
yeah,
round on him, third round on him, fourth round on him. When you tricking on females, shit, they ain't buying you shit. You just buying. But see, but see, for me, I just love women. I ain't gonna lie
yeah,
to you. When a
yeah.
woman smell good, her body soft, I love them soft ass butterscotch
Man.
feeling ass. Man, when they feel good and they soft and they smell good and they hair don't smell like burnt rubber, man,
Right.
look,
But hey,
I
Maul,
hate when a female flat iron they hair too goddamn much.
but
That shit smell like burnt rubber.
but
But
hey,
at
That's
Maul,
the end
sad.
of the
hey,
day, at the end of the day, if I'm feeling you and you got a couple homies with you, I don't mind buying y'all no drinks. That
right,
shit ain't nothing to me. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And like I see that when I'm be in the club and I be buying motherfuckers rounds and shit. Broke ass niggas be
Fucking
looking
rim
man
around.
them up. They be looking at me mugging like a motherfucker, like this
hmm
bitch ass nigga, you know. And I
Yeah.
don't think it is tricking. I think it is having a good time.
That's
Cause when
it.
I come out, I
right,
don't come out much. So when I come out, y'all gonna remember my last name.
right.
That's a fact.
You
And,
you
and,
feel me?
and,
So
and more, and like I said, the time I did that with the chick that only had the goal of just smashing. Sometimes that's the only big time thing I ever do. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, if you go out there and you do it right, shit, you lock yourself in for a couple more nights where you ain't got to do shit. And you
Right.
know
yeah.
what? Now you got one who done made the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you man, you almost guaranteed the score if you meet a chick in a club and you buy her and her friends drinks on some player shit. But you gotta be a player though. You can't be no weenie because hoes
Yeah,
could detect weenies.
Thank you.
yeah,
They could detect suckers at the end of the day. So you gotta know how to do shit and how to move a certain way. You can't
yeah.
act thirsty. You
But
just
they,
gotta act like there's some shit you
but
do
you
on
know
a
what?
regular.
That
And I
comes.
noticed that a lot of women, when you act like it ain't shit to you, they
Hmm.
attracted to you more. When you act like when you act like, oh, I gotta get something for this. When you act like, cause what I do is I'll do shit like this. Cause I don't want them to feel special. I just want them to know this what I do because I'm a player.
Right.
I buy you and your homies drinks. Oh, I see Shorty and them over there. I know I fuck with them. Hey, look, hey, bartender, get them and they homies drinks too. So the bitch I'm with, don't act like I'm on some thirsty shit. I
Yeah,
do
like
this shit.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
You feel
Right.
me? I do this shit. I'm a player. So I feel like I get more attention when I act like I don't want it, opposed to acting like, be all
Hell
up on her.
yeah.
You feel me? All up on her and shit, making her feel like she the only motherfucker I see in the club. I think women, they need to feel like somebody else wants you. Because they
Yeah.
like the women, they act like they don't like competing, but they do. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because a woman don't care how many hoes you got, as long as she feel like she number one.
Number one. That's it.
You feel me? As
That's
long as
it.
she feel like uh she got attachments to you that don't nobody else got, she okay with that.
Yeah.
She'll literally sit next to it, and I'll tell you, she'll literally sit next to a woman that you fucking
Hey,
and they'll
Maul.
have a tug of war. Bitch, I bet he answer when I call.
Hey, Maul. That's what I said. If you a woman to tell you a woman to tell you how to get her, but as a man, you got to go the opposite way. I want me a loyal man. Cheat on that motherfucker. Shit, she gonna come around. She gonna start acting
Man,
right.
look.
And
I
I
said it.
said that on JB
You know
Penner.
what I'm
I
saying? Hey,
said that.
she
Matter of
like,
fact, not
I want a
JB
hard
Penner.
working man. Slack off. Shit, she
Yeah,
go man. I don't want a man that every woman wants. Shit, go get you another chick, man. Shit. Right.
yeah. And this is why I said we had a podcast a couple months back when I said that I take chicks to the club with me just so they can see I'm one of them niggas.
Yeah.
Like, baby,
Mm-hmm.
you got to get on your toes because when I come outside, this is the love I get when I ain't around you. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? And that make
Mm-hmm.
them attracted to you more for some reason when they in the club with you and all the hoes want you, but
Yeah.
you ain't paying them no attention. You
Yeah.
locked in on her, making her feel like she that bitch.
But
You
MacMaal,
feel me?
this what they do. They go to sleep at night and be like, I tamed the beast. And that's what make them feel good. They be like, he
Hey,
running around doing all that, but that nigga got me
hey,
legs. My name, I saw my name when I called his phone. It had a heart by that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
hey, Red Pill
I done
Mall.
done it so many
Hey,
motherfucking times,
here's the
bro.
crazy part about the breakup. They be like, I don't want to be in no toxic relationship, but the only thing they know how to manage is a toxic relationship. So
Toxicity.
you got to be your most toxic.
Right. I be having to go out my way to be toxic. I be doing the right shit so
Right?
much. I be
Well,
like,
hey,
I
I
got
don't want to do that. You
to
know what I'm
just
saying?
And
punch
that's
her
crazy
in the
because I
back of
don't
the
even try to be toxic. Toxic shit just come my way because I like when I go out to the club, bro. 98% of the time I'm with a female. I
Mm-hmm.
take sand to the beach all the time,
head.
but let
Yeah.
me tell
Facts.
you, it don't be it don't be trying to show her off. That's a rat trap.
Yeah,
They don't
facts.
understand that. You feel me? I
Yeah.
use their ass to get more hoes.
Yeah. Type shit. Bro, you should do a how to be a player skit, MacMall. You
Hey,
should do
I
Hey,
swear to
one of
God,
them
and
hey,
Bill
shit
Bellamy
never
things.
fails.
I got a
It
couple secret
never
weapons like
fails,
that
bro.
myself. So I got a
Ma,
couple
let
secret
Kim
weapons
in.
myself.
You
Ma,
said
let
what?
Kim in. Let Kim in.
Oh yeah, Kim been down there. She said something about 20
She
minutes ago.
said, she
Well,
said,
she
let
got
me
it.
in the
Hold
gate post.
on. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna send her the
Because
link.
I can't engage in what y'all talking about. I don't know anything about this that you guys are speaking
Yeah,
on, so
you
I'm just
do.
listening.
About tricking or being a nigga being broke?
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't experienced that stuff.
Which one?
I'm not in a dating
Which
game
one you
like
go?
that.
Hold
So
on.
I don't know what the
Which
fuck
dude you gonna give
y'all.
it up to? Which dude you gonna give it up to quicker? The
Provision,
one that's stricken or the
provision.
one that's broke?
How am I supposed to know that upon meeting them?
Hey,
That what
I
he
do,
talking
I
about?
do, I
Because
do,
everybody's gonna put on
I
the
do.
front in the beginning. Everybody's gonna put
Hey,
on the front in the beginning.
I
Are
just
they
say
not?
which one would you? Which one has?
Over
If you
time,
ain't
you
know
gonna
nothing,
learn if he can keep this shit up. If it's a consistent thing that he's doing, or is he slacking off and coming up with excuses and stuff like that to not keep it going? So
if
my
you
thing
go,
is, in the beginning, how would you know that? I don't know.
I be asking. It's progressive questioning, really, and it's what the
And,
man is trying to offer you. It's what he's trying to offer you is going to
and
determine
here's
whether.
my thing. I always come outside with a few dollars in my pocket. As I always say, I got
Mhm.
$5 in my pocket. I'm going outside, so I don't always, when drinks get sent my way, I don't always accept them. I send them bitches back.
I ain't in no club. I can't relate to the club.
I
I
ain't
ain't
never
been in the
seen no.
club in
I ain't never
Brother
seen
years.
no
is,
woman. I
brother
ain't
is
never
a
seen no woman
club.
send no drink back. Now,
That,
come on now.
that's
Oh
you,
shit, damn, my
Bob.
bad, Kim. Hold on, let me
That's you, Bob. That's what I'm saying. I don't be Bob. I don't been out and bought the guys some drink.
Oh, I mean, hey, I roll with you, Phoebe. So I know firsthand. Now, come on now.
I move just a little different, just a little bit. I have been out. All of us right here can go out, and I'll be like, I got around.
Hmm.
And how many women gonna up and do that?
Not
They
many.
do it to
You get
flex,
what
but
I'm
I'm
saying? And then you got some guys who won't even let you do that. And it's not so much of trying to show off. My thing is, I don't need for you to buy shit for me. That's not gonna get my goddamn attention. So
it
you
will
know
it
that I'm
will
looking about.
it will if it's a man you attracted to.
But what I was saying was, I'm not in that life. So I can't relate to all this random shit that y'all talking about right now. But what I'm telling him is, because he asked me which one would I give it up to, the one with the money or the one that's broke. My thing is, how am I really supposed to know that upon meeting somebody? I think it would have to be maybe the second, third, maybe fourth date. Is he being consistent with these dates that he's doing? Was
Well,
that
not
first date
really, cause
real glamorous?
you could tell a broke nigga.
I was just gonna say that should be
You
like
could tell a broke nigga,
Okay,
cause
but
a
$50
listen,
exactly.
broke
what
niggas
I'm
have.
telling y'all is that look, I'm 19, 20 years in a relationship. This shit y'all talking about, I ain't been through that. I haven't experienced any of this shit. All I'm saying is buying me a drink at the club is not gonna get my attention. Club, lounge, wherever the fuck we at. And I told Bob, I'm the type that I would. Ma don't remember this. I seen Ma at Mike some years ago, and I seen him on the opposite side of the bar, and I sent his ass a drink. He looked up. All I did was one of these numbers, and that was it. But when we went out of town,
Hmm.
we ain't got to say nothing else. So it just depends on who you with and the type of person that you're moving with. I haven't experienced that. And just because the guy sent me a drink, don't mean I'm gonna accept it. I have legit sent shit back. No, thank you. I'm good. Because I can say some years ago when I did accept it, it seemed like the nigga stayed right here the
Oh,
whole time.
Right.
You
See,
get what
that's
I'm saying?
broke
He
Every
put a
time
behavior.
I moved, he was
Phoebe, he
right
was
there.
broke.
And it's like, dude, you get what I'm
He
saying?
he
I'm
was
yeah.
saying
broke.
thank you. So
He
it's
He
put a
was
like, do you
broke.
want your money back? Do you want it
he,
back?
Yeah,
How
he
about this?
actually
I'm
did.
gonna buy you a drink so you can move the fuck on because I don't need all of that. I don't need that. Just
Well,
so
yeah,
my thing is
that's what
I'm
a
gonna
He
woman
send
was
the
that's
shit
not
broke.
back.
that's what a
That's a
woman
broke
that's
nigga
not
behavior.
interested will do. But what I'm saying is, when you are out and you're single, and the man that you're attracted to send you a drink, you're gonna have a different approach.
I can see that possibly, but like I
yeah.
said before, I have been and I've accepted drinks, and the motherfucker stay right here. Every time I move, he right here. If somebody else tries
See,
to say something to
but
me,
you
that
know what
one
though,
nigga
Phoebe?
right here. So
He
my thing
cuffed you.
is, don't accept drinks from niggas. I
But
don't
you
look. I can buy my own fucking drink. I don't. I'm not one of them one to go out and I'm gonna see how many niggas I can get to buy me a drink. Girl, don't worry about it. He got me. He gonna get all of us. I don't. I.
but you
That's
know
what I'm
what,
saying. I
Phoebe?
cannot relate to this shit y'all talking about.
Hey, I'm so motherfucking cold. I
But
done
he
bought
was
bitches
broke, Phoebe. He
drinks.
was
I
broke.
hold on. I done bought bitches drinks, right? From across
Some
the
are just
bar,
cheap.
right? Had her thinking that I wanted her, wind up buying the bitch next to her drink and going to talk to her. I'm a
I've
player,
seen
man.
it. I've seen.
I
Oh
buy
God.
bitches drinks that I don't
I've
even
seen
want.
it happen. I've seen it happen before. So I mean, okay,
I don't even
okay.
want you. I just sent you a drink because you was sitting there looking stupid.
See
I
what
don't
I'm
even know
saying?
who's still in the
That's why you
opposite.
can't accept all the drinks. That's why you cannot accept all the drinks. No, take your
But I
shit
don't.
back.
But I thing about it is, I don't buy women drinks to put myself in position to sleep with them. I buy them a
That's
drink because
some
I
niggas
like the way
do.
you look. I might know you. I might like the way you look. I might like your vibe.
It's
If
suggestion.
me and you vibe and talk in the club, hey, how you doing? What you drinking? Off the back, what you drinking?
Right.
Right?
hmm.
Yeah,
Um, I'm not even planting the seed. I'm just on some cool shit because I ain't been out in a while and I'm ready to pop my
Yeah.
shit. Right?
Right.
After a few drinks, I ain't gonna lie. and I probably can speak for most men when I say this. After a few drinks, them fives become eights.
Ocho.
But wait, Ma, let me ask you: are you in the club in the city?
Well, wherever I go. All right. Now, the thing about it is, if she got a fat booty,
It shouldn't matter if you're in the city or not.
her face start
Shit.
to automatic some reason don't look that bad all of a sudden.
It go up. When they got that body, it go up. I know what you're talking about, my nigga.
Okay,
I
have
know
y'all ever
exactly
been
what you're
out and
talking
had
about.
the ladies buy y'all
God
drinks?
damn.
Have y'all
You see
ever
the
had
episode? Huh?
Hey,
uh, I said,
What'd
have
you say?
y'all ever been out and some ladies bought you guys drinks?
hell yeah.
Yeah, I done got a
Hell
drink
yeah.
about one time.
Man, big girls love
Okay,
me.
okay.
They had their
No,
way with me.
Bitch bought me
no, Lord.
a pickle shot. I said, bitch, I don't want no pickle shot.
I can't do that.
What?
I do. I
Hey,
cannot.
them
What?
I
big
cannot.
girls. Hey, a big girl done bought me a bottle in the club before. I took her big
God
ass
damn.
down that night.
I was about
she
to
did.
ask. So,
She
okay, so how does
deserved it.
the night go? How does the
She
night
deserved
go?
it for
What
that
happens
300.
after that?
No, I'm gonna give you not like if you buy me anything, if you buy me anything as a woman, that's a gesture. You flirting with me. I'm gonna give you conversation until it get awkward. I might get myself out the game and say something stupid on purpose, or I might strike
Just
out with everybody else and just come back to where the love is at.
Man, if we in the club and I ask you, is you cool? That mean I ain't interested.
Right.
Pretty much.
Is you cool?
Is you cool?
You cool?
Yeah. Yeah,
Super
what
if
do you
you get to
mean?
attractive
Why
talking
women
would
to
you
ain't
me,
even
if you
buying
get
ask?
to
drink.
talking to me and I be like, is you cool? That's a sign that no, you don't
That
have a
ain't
shot.
it.
You don't have a shot in hell. But if you keep buying me drinks, ain't no telling.
Because it's rare. It's rare for men to be nice to. Like not even on the level of just being cool. It's like, damn, you went out your way and bought me some shit too, and you don't know me.
Right.
Ah,
Right.
yeah,
Me
let
and
me.
that's why I be trying to tell Vita, men appreciate the little shit because we don't
Little
get
Man.
shit.
shit. Girl,
You
Right.
think I don't know
the
that?
average alpha
Trying to
man,
tell me.
the average alpha man, I wouldn't say don't like gifts, but don't expect gifts.
We
Mm-mm.
don't.
Right.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't
I be
expect
feeling
Right. So
shit.
awkward.
my thing is, how do you respond when she approaches you that way? Is that like a red flag, or I'm just curious to know?
What you
No,
mean? A
sometimes
woman trying to buy me a
we, we,
drink?
we, we, we be stuck.
Yeah.
Like when
No,
when a
I'm
woman,
saying if it could be at a club, a lounge, anywhere. It could be your job if you got a 9 to 5. If a woman is pursuing you, how do you, being an alpha male, how would you
I
take
love it.
that? How would you
She
accept
finna
that?
get some dick.
hey,
Yeah, I'm
hey,
about to treat her
Phoebe,
like
Phoebe,
a god.
Yeah,
Phoebe,
she finna get some dick because you keep
Phoebe,
chasing
Phoebe,
me.
a
I'm about to
woman
You
like
follow
getting
her
on
that,
my
I'm
that
asking
nerves.
because
You keep
I had
pursuing
made a
me.
comment. I had asked, I think maybe the first show that I ever was on, and I asked one of the other young ladies, you know what I mean? I'm like, you never sent the guy a drink? And she was like, no, I'm not doing that. My
Phoebe,
thing is, why the fuck not?
Phoebe,
Maybe he
a woman,
didn't see you because there's a big bitch standing in front of you. If you see something you like, well, you got to do something to try to get his attention. You just gonna sit there and look like a goddamn princess and not move, waiting
hey,
on him to
Phoebe,
come to you.
Yeah.
Phoebe, a
Okay.
woman that'll
She
buy a
said,
man a
that's
drink.
it.
Hey, a woman that'll buy a man a drink
I ain't
and
trying to
direct.
get no nigga in the club, Phoebe. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't doing shit. I ain't gonna even be in the club. And if I am, I ain't doing shit while
It
I'm in
doesn't
there.
have to be a club beater. My point is that if you see something that you like, approaching him instead of sitting there expecting him and waiting on him to approach you. Are
No, I gotta do
you
my observation homework.
are you take
I
the
don't even know if I
uh,
like them. That's too strong of a
what you
word.
want?
Let me hold on, hold. Let me help y'all
Well,
out.
see, that's why I
If
say I do things a little
if
different.
you up and
And
get a man
again,
a drink and you're direct and you know what you want and you know what his purpose is and you direct about that shit and you follow through, man, I do love that shit. We
Hell yeah.
okay.
give us good. Hey, give a man a good morning text and see where that
But
get
what
you.
I don't understand is I do not understand where women get this entitlement that they are not to do things like that, that they just think they supposed to just come and sit there and just wait for men to come flocking to them. I don't understand. I
Well,
can't.
that's the mind state of a woman that's used to having men
I
approaching
can't.
them, so they feel entitled
Mm-hmm.
to be approached. But at
Right.
the end of the
No,
day, at the end of
no,
the day,
Men
I'll
are
tell you like
pursuers.
this:
say that.
a
Men
woman
are
that
pursuers.
approaches, if
I'm
you
not gonna say
approach a
that.
man, if you approach a
All women
man
get
as a
approached.
woman, you will flatter the fuck out of him,
Yeah.
regardless if you ugly or not. If you approach a man, he's flattered. Okay, if he can do better, he'll act like nah, I'm cool, baby. But at the end of the day, men, we don't have a lot of women that approach us. Like I got my
Mm.
shit together, and I'm probably what most women probably would want: tall, darker, handsome, and got my shit together. Right? My inbox is fair, but it's not nearly as profitable as got a
If you
fat
flick,
ass and a little stomach, and she a foe. Her inbox is through the roof.
yep.
Through the roof and then the
Like
moon
real shit.
and
Like I
around the
real
moon.
shit. I intimidate a lot of women, and on top of that, a lot of women feel like I got too many hoes. They don't want to be a statistic. Like real shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's
So, Chris,
different. It's different, and that's why I say when we talked about the first topic, value in women, the value of the average woman is so high because niggas give value. If you got a big ass, like y'all listen, I just started following this girl that's in Africa. She in Africa somewhere.
hmm
When I tell you her waist got to be, it got to be like a 10.
It's not,
Because
bro.
every pair of pants she wear, her waist on the pants is too big for her waist. Her ass is so fucking huge, bro.
Is it real?
Yes.
That's a health issue. That's
When
a
I
health
tell
issue.
you this girl, I'm gonna tag next time because I don't
I'm
remember
about
her
to look
name.
it
She
up.
just be coming up in my timeline. This
Her spine.
African girl body is so motherfucking cold, bro. But when I tell you, when you look in the background, this bitch, her room,
we gotta go to the motherland.
no, this bitch room is look like it smell like shit. She get hundreds of thousands of likes. It
Gotta
look
go to
her
the
the room,
motherland.
her room, cause she always doing little dances and shit in her room with the dough behind the dough. Her dough got paint chipping off that motherfucker. She looked like she in a little ass hut with a bed, a little fucking
She is. They shouldn't have to.
man. When
Keep
I
going.
tell you she looked like she struggling hard,
It's probably is.
Mm.
bro. But this girl body is so fucking cold, and she ain't really that cute in the face. She average in the face, but her body is so cold. Niggas now in her now, based on the attention that she get on social media, in her mind, she's a 10. And
Hey
she ain't
Mac,
nothing, and she just a cool 5.
hey Mac, I just looked up low waist African lady, and it's about 20 of these hoes on here.
She like she about she like Va color. She
Uh
like his
oh.
complexion.
It's a whole bunch of them. Oh
Oh
shit.
man.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna be a lot, but it women are
next
more
time I find her,
valuable
I'm gonna
than they.
tag y'all in her. She always in the same little room. God damn it.
Nah,
She'll do
no,
this shit and then she'll
Mac,
turn to the side. Bro, her
Mac,
waist like this and her ass is like this, bro. That shit
Mac,
out the camera.
Mac. Do
Super.
What
not
happened to
do
Kim?
that.
What
Every
happened
time,
to Kim? What happened to Kim?
did you
I
find
sent her
Kim?
the link. I don't know what happened to her.
Man, don't send me no shit like that because y'all take over my algorithm. I got shit going on. I'm thinking, I'm
Oh, she
focused.
said she eating
And,
now. We took too long.
and then when you send me little waist, I was teasing my homie the other day about midgets. He said some shit about his fantasy was a midget, and I said
Oh,
that shit, and then my phone got taken over by the cutest
well,
little bitty bitches on the
I
planet.
want to see that. I just want to see that. I
A cute
probably
For
ass
what?
will.
midget. I got it.
No,
I got cute midgets all in my phone now.
Hey, I never had sex with a midget. That's a pet peeve.
Me neither.
Me.
That's a fantasy of mine.
how is that a pet peeve?
It
Okay,
can't be a pet
fantasy.
peeve and a fantasy.
Right, right.
It's a pet peeve because I ain't never did it
No,
before.
not
Hey,
that.
A
Oh my
pet
God.
peeve,
Okay,
a pet peeve means
okay.
it irritates you.
Yeah, all almost. So I could have had a midget, but she was a
Nigga,
little too
that's not
aggressive.
funny.
She was
Nigga,
too
that's just not
aggressive,
look
man. It
like that.
turned me off.
That
She
nigga
was
hey
said,
man.
aggressive than a motherfucker. She was trying to take
Uh,
my shit. I'm
Hey
like, hold
man.
on, baby, calm down.
I don't think I can mess with no midget, man. It makes
You
why
me
and
feel
not,
I,
like I'm
man?
R. Kelly, man. You
them
know.
some little thick motherfuckers. You
They
tripping.
thick as fuck.
Well, I know that, but I'm like,
oh, shit. Y'all are so sick.
I
Make
had
me
to
Y'all
feel
put
are
the
like I'm juicing
pillows
a
up under her
toddler and shit,
knees
you
so she
know?
could sit up.
Look,
Goddamn.
they go to Kardashian twin midgets.
Man, them midgets be thick as a motherfucker, man.
They they be
Y'all
they be
gotta
three
stop playing.
they be
Man,
3'2", fine
Hey,
little
your
where do
legs
motherfuckers.
midgets hang
gone.
out at? Because I never seen the midget club. Like, how do they meet people? Where do they hang out?
No,
midget club.
MacMaal.
Man,
They
shit.
go on
Maybe you
tour.
bad up there.
They go on tour. They go to like clubs all around America, and they go to strip clubs, and they have like stripper nights for the midgets. They go, but it's like tour. You got to catch them on
He
tour. They
found
be on.
third party
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
this.
I'm talking about the everyday life of a midget. Where do they go on the
No, they don't
weekends?
let midgets come outside every day. That's against the law.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it is.
See, hold on. See, hold on, ladies. I want y'all to notice one thing. We talk about and we don't discriminate against banging midgets, but there's not a one female on here say that she'll mess with a midget man.
Would you mess with a little dude, midget Mac?
No, no,
Y'all are
no.
so.
I rest my case.
You are tallest,
Oh,
not racist.
okay.
Tallest
Y'all won't mess with no. Y'all won't mess with mini me.
or shortest.
I, I'm
Y'all
not
ain't
messing
go.
with a
Y'all
skinny
ain't fucking
man
with
and I ain't
Willow.
messing with a fat one. No.
Y'all ain't
Okay,
fucking with Willow.
let me go and get into our next subject real fast.
Whoa.
I'm gonna go and set it up. Bam, there we go. There we
There
at.
is a rise of single lonely men. This is intentional. I want you to understand. This is intentional. There's a rise of single lonely men. And then you have a push for over sexualization for women who don't understand male nature because they don't know nothing about male nature. But they're using sexuality to manipulate and anger men. This is done from the top. This is not done from the bottom, right? Okay? And what's going to happen is they're trying to rile up these men because this is a part of their depopulation plan. It's a part of the depopulation plan. Rile up these men, make them angry, right? And we already know if you study boxing, how does a boxer get ready? Refrain from sex and make yourself angry when you get in the ring. That's what testosterone does to the male brain. And they attack. So this is a game that's being played from a much higher level, and everybody else is a pawn in it. Mindless robots that have no earthly idea about what's being done.
Amazing. So what do y'all think about that, man? Do y'all
All right.
think the separation is on purpose? Um, do you think it's an attack on black relationships?
Not just black. It's all relationships. It's not just black. We just getting the shittiest end of the stick because our women are tougher than us. Apparently, white women don't be trying to be whooping on their dude like that. They know better. Asian women, they know. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, they don't think they tougher than they men, and they accept them with more mediocre circumstances. The black they indoctrinate the black woman because they one of the most natural leaders on the planet. They get mimicked more than most other races. Cardi B is big in every culture. Nicki Minaj is big in every culture. Michelle Obama's big in every culture. Who's a cool white lady that black women follow? So they know that
Shit.
they got to get to the
They
black.
follow Candace Owens.
That's black. Well, I mean, some women, but see, she 50-50 though. A lot of women don't want to
She
follow
is a
Candace.
white bitch in black skin, man. Let's keep
Yeah,
it
she
100.
she 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 got a Caucasian dichotomy, but I'm saying in general, if we did want to pick it out by race, the black women are the ones losing the most because they don't know how to. They think they better than they men. So yeah, being lonely, shit, nigga, that's peace now. That's like a synonym for peace. It's hard to deal with your own race a lot of the time. A lot of the black women I know, I told you, as soon as they pull out a backwood and start cussing and baby daddies, and when you just so arrogant when your stomach's hanging out like that. I went to a black pool party a couple months back, and I was like, this is some of the most arrogant motherfuckers. If not, I ain't even got no super good. I got a little something. It ain't like flat, but it ain't fat. And I be wearing the t-shirt at the party. These bitches just be. They ain't seen they pussy since they sweet 16. and they just be out there arrogant as fuck. So,
Well, wow.
yeah. Did I go off track? I'm sorry.
No, you did. But you got, because I'd be like, damn, I wouldn't even wear that. That's what they got on outside. Wow. Okay.
I blame that on the men. They stopped giving them that goddamn attention and lying to their ass.
We don't blame for everything.
Right.
But no, here's the
Right.
thing. They put that shit on to gain the male's attention. Do they not?
Yeah, but
So when you got these thirsty niggas who sit up there and lie to them and boost their head up and shit like that. I had a friend years ago put some shit on and we tried to tell her, baby, that don't look right. She said, but my man like it though. I'm not trying to impress you, ho. And when we went out, she got all the numbers because she got a big ass, but just she looked nice, appropriate, and that her outfit compliment her. Just because it come in your size don't mean it's gonna compliment your body and make you look nice. And that's the thing. You get a bunch of different shaped women and they can all wear a large or whatever. It's gonna look different on each one of them. So my thing is, if men didn't do that shit, somebody just said it earlier. If you don't do that, they will stop with the bullshit. But
Me.
I don't think that.
That's
What
why
the
I said,
fuck?
me, stop
All right.
lying.
All
Them
right.
lies
All right.
destroy everything. Because we be getting lied to from really little.
Let me know what the platform tag is.
What does that mean?
But at the same time, these bitches can see, and they know they fucking fat
No,
and
I
shit.
swear to God, Phoebe, they be fat blind. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm like, how do you not know you overweight? How do you not know? Because especially if they've been that, like I'm telling you, I'm not 200 pounds. I might be like 170 something, but I prefer to be like one in my 150, 155 to 160. That's why I prefer
Wait
to
a
be.
minute. Did you just say a little while ago you was fat, and now you saying you want 70 something? I weigh more than you. How are you fat?
But you
How
taller
tall?
than me.
Yeah, because
I'm
Phoebe
5'10".
thinks she tiny.
I'm
I
5'5".
ain't, no, I ain't fat, sir. Mom, don't stop. I am
I'm
not
laying
fat.
back.
Thank you very
all
much.
right,
I'm sure.
let's do the Kendra G cam. Step back.
Kendra G cam.
I'm standing
Baby.
up. I ain't gonna
Oh.
I
hold up.
stand up. I don't have no problem with standing up. I stand up, but I'm not fat. Mom, fuck you. Respectfully, don't do me like that.
I'm fat, but I ain't even 200. I'm like 170 something. And I know that's
He said,
big, right?
damn.
I know that,
Well, I
and
got
man ain't
everybody
even all
beat.
fat. Man ain't even all fat. It's a muscle on it, but it's still because I carry
I
the
got a
muscle.
little stomach. I
Well,
ain't
I
nothing
weigh
fat.
I
I'm
weigh
telling you,
280, so I'm bigger than everybody on the panel.
right? But the girls that be 200, 250, 300 pounds, they will wear I'd be like, yo, I wouldn't even wear that. How do they got that on outside
That's
like that?
because men overvalue y'all. Like we
Now,
talked
and it
about
ain't
in the
just the
beginning.
value. It's this what I'm saying. We mixing up overvalue. Is they lie? That's what they're doing. They've been lying to, and then they do be fat blind because what Phoebe just said, like, you know that shit ain't right. You know you don't look right. But if you been getting lied to
They
from a
can
little
fucking
girl,
see. These bitches see that shit. But they
no, but
got their
if they
friends
be,
lying to them, and they not even friends. The bitches be lying to them too. Girl, you look good. Don't worry
I was
about
just
all this
gonna
extra
say,
stuff. No,
I
you
was
look
just
hard
gonna
as
say,
fucking neck. It's shit I won't put on.
right? Me
And
too.
I
That's what
am
I'm
not
saying.
big.
I'm saying if
Don't
they be
listen to
getting
what the
lied
fuck
to.
Maul said.
It starts with women in the house. The women will tell them because the men would then line to them, and then they say, "Nah, that's okay," because they thinking about the niggas that's fucking them the way they look, and then they say, "Okay, no, you okay? You can wear that," or they let little kids like I hate when I see little 10-year-olds and they be 150 pounds. I be like, "Come on, man, they messing this little girl life up already, and they don't want to tell her she fat and she should not be fat like that. Like, stop feeding these kids like that." So
They
it's
be
just bad
the whole
habits
corral
early, and then they
hog.
be like, "You
It's in the
okay?
McDonald's.
You cute, you okay." Now now she's 20 and she in a deep depression because
So,
now she's 320 and can't understand how to come up off of that. So
hold
it
on,
be
hold on.
hard. I get it, but I'm like, damn, y'all, we gotta stop. That's why I be like, I ain't listening to
Time
none of
out.
that shit.
I love the way y'all try to move the goalposts because the thing is the separation of the black family done on purpose. And it
And I
absolutely
said
is.
There
yes.
you go,
It
Va. Bring it
absolutely
back on
is.
topic, Va.
I said yes.
Hold on. It absolutely is because it's a moneymaker behind it. I had to sit here and double check some of my things because I was ready for this like 6 weeks ago. All right.
Oh, you got some
80,
stats. You got some substantiation. Okay.
84% of black males in America are single.
Damn.
Okay.
That's sad.
86% of black women are single.
Damn.
You go down and you look at the divorce. You look at the divorce rate. It's in the 80s of black women divorcing black men. You go down and look at the child support. That's at a 92 percentile rate for child support. So it is a big money maker. And if you want to go deeper into the stats, 96% of people that's on Section 8 is African American, which
they
promotes
lying
and
about that.
enables
No,
They
a
that's
lying.
not
man
true,
not to be in
Bob.
a
That's
home.
I'm
what
gonna
you
tell
That's
you,
said.
not
they
You
lying
true.
about
know,
that
Okay.
one.
I
That's
thought
They
you
not
said
lying
true.
about
that.
that
It's
one.
way more white women on
It's way
Section 8 than
more.
black women.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You say it's way more white women.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you why. Because
All
they
right, wait.
outnumber. Because black women are a minority in the United States. So,
Yeah.
although it seems like a lot of black women are on Section 8 and getting Lincoln
Right.
shit, but white women
No.
outnumber
I
black
did.
women.
I
So by
did.
He
those
talking about
numbers,
No, I did.
they
I did.
outnumber them when it
No,
comes to the Section 8.
I did this
per
based
capita
on. I did the numbers based on just the
percentages.
African American coalition. I ain't factor in the other races.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where the number. This is the stats I'm putting. Just concentrating on the black community. Okay,
You saying
Right.
just the
So
black people
right,
don't
right,
include
right.
them on
yeah,
race.
So what you're
right.
saying is it's more, it's a higher percentage of black women based upon the
Of the
numbers.
percentage of African American women that's on Section 8.
I can see that.
You
But
know what
white
I'm
I can
women
saying?
see
It's
that.
outnumber black
98%.
women
Yeah,
by a
You
lot.
just, you just
right,
leave it with the us. Yeah, I can see
right.
that.
Cause I'm
So
looking, but this one I'm saying right in real
but
life. I know
I'm saying
like
it's
three
big
people on
money behind it.
Section 8.
But
In real
no,
life, I only know 3 people on Section 8.
the reason
It's a
I
lot
Are
of
they
bring
people.
black?
the reason I bring up the Section 8 and the child support things that amount of men that's on child support, it goes. It's a direct line into what she is saying to keep us separated because it's a big money thing. And if you know anything about tax laws, you can save on taxes and stuff when you get married and you live with somebody. Give me about 15 minutes. Yeah. So you can save like when you live under one roof. Like okay, instead of having you filing separately. Now you got a married couple filing jointly as one. You know what I'm saying? And your housing and everything goes up under that for tax purposes. They could get more money out you if they keep you separated as opposed if you come together.
Yeah, they can get more money about you 100 ways because it's two. Because just think when you leave out your house, it might have been 4, 5, 6 people in your house. Now all them people go out and get an apartment. Now they
So
got rent. Now they buying furniture.
so
Now they got groceries. Now they buying a car. They got insurance. They gotta
right. So
go to school.
so
They
Vita,
gotta do
the
homework.
best way I can explain this is on a smaller scale is everybody here got their blue thing. Everybody here take trips. Go whatever airline app you got, go on there, put in a one way ticket, see what the price come up. Then you go and do the same trip, round trip, and see how much it come up. It's like it's the round trip is almost 3 times more than it is to
Yeah.
single. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like when you look at the numbers thing, it's like okay, they could get more out you if you're by yourself and single as opposed to if you come together jointly.
That's a good example. That's definitely a good example.
But they can everything costs more when everybody go on their own separate way. It just everything costs. But that been the agenda for depopulation. Not only that, but to destroy the family. Because when you destroy the family, people lose identity. When you lose identity, you lose community. And then when you lose community, people do all type of stuff to try to replace or substitute that. That's too to me why systemically dating could never really work for real and be successful like it used to be in the times that like with Jamal, with grandma and all of them, because they had community, they had family. So when you have a family and community, you people helping you vet the needs that you not finna put unrealistically overburden the woman or the man because you don't want them to be your superman or superwoman. And that's because you lack so many things such as valuable, strong, quality
I think,
community.
yeah, I agree with you, Pete. I think values and lifestyle, mainly coming from the female delegation, is why dating is not working. Like you said, you look at the people in the generation or two before us. They wasn't screaming on, let's go on international trips and get your passport and go and get this and get the name brand stuff. And they wasn't thinking like that. They was
Because
thinking,
they had
okay,
community.
survival.
They
Right,
But
that's what
no,
I
no, no.
said
community,
But
when I
man.
spoke about my
they thing was
grandparents. When I
family.
was like, the expectations was different.
They thing was family. Okay,
That's because they had community.
nowhere in there within the family concept was it okay. I got to prioritize my happiness, or I got to have this, I got to have that, or I got to be able to go on vacation. It was none of that. It was structured around family. Nowadays, it's about maintaining the image and lifestyle, and that's why it's not working.
But you got to understand that is a symptom of lack of family and community. See, look, right, okay, so they did a study on like my whole family is military for real. Like my the guys in the family is
Okay.
military and truckers. The girl is in healthcare, like teachers or nurses. So they did a study in military men in World War I and World War II. All of the military men while they was in the war was on drugs. I'm talking about hard drugs, heroin, whatever, like real hard drugs that you need to go to the drug rehab to get out. But as soon as they went back home and got in their communities and received with love and all that shit they was missing, they was noticing the niggas, everybody, white people, it was no race didn't matter. They was getting off drugs. The people that went to rehab was like 1-2%. They like, how's these people was just these war veterans just on drugs, but then when they go in their community, they just off drugs. And it's because the love in the family is so strong that we devalue that because it's been broke down for so long that we don't know nothing but dysfunction. So we thrive,
But
and that's
that's
why
on
we
the
want
women
to.
part. Y'all leaving us. We not leaving
But,
y'all.
but listen to me. Let me tell you why. It's not. We got to stop blaming each other. And we need to understand. Like Priscilla, I ain't no fan of Priscilla, but we got to understand what she's saying is systemic. It's not me. It's not you. It's not us. It's people that we don't even see. It's people making this. That's what she's saying at the top. It's people that make decisions for the whole manufactured reality that we live. The school, the laws, the taxes. It's people deciding that it's not us doing it. It's not us.
But they
So
but they
basically,
can't make your mind up for you though. They
but
can't make
listen,
your
you gotta
mind up.
understand indoctrination is real. If they could keep putting white Jesus and white Santa Claus, you're gonna develop an inferior complex when you're young. And this is how we get colorism and texturism and all this old goofy ass shit. Or we think blonde hair, or we think straight hair, or we think long hair, or your curly hair is not good enough. All this stuff starts at 2 to 3 years old. That's what I'm saying. We don't have a sense of superiority and community, and we think we from Africa and all type of shit like that. So that's what I'm saying. Well, all that being the case and all that
I'm from
breaking down,
Chicago.
then right, and then we broke down. I mean, and then they ushered in that crime bit. First of all, that dumbass 60s. What they doing in the 60s with the civil rights? That was the dumbest shit ever. To leave everything you own to go beg somebody to partake in theirs and just be a consumer when you was a true producer in a $1 billion economy. You left it. Okay. Anyway, you did that. Then after that was women's lib. Then after that was crack era. And then after that, now you done broke down the crack era. Now you now the father's gone. Everybody was on drugs. Then we had doughboys, they locked up. Now you can't make it. Now you gotta get on government benefits and put your nigga on child support. And now he in jail for that. Now he can't work. Now he ain't got his license and all stuff. So this all was like 100-year plan. We keep thinking it's y'all, it's us, it's the men, it's the women. No, this was designed to be like that. So when
Right.
we truly understand systemically what's the issue, then it's like, oh, we should stop attacking each other and then understand it's systematic. It's the matrix is made for us to be
So
like that.
so Vita, that's part of that is true, but at the same time, they're using the black woman's reluctance to be submissive to her man against them. And let me explain.
I'm glad you said that.
Because no, and I said this
Y'all
is a
not
money
talking
thing.
about systemic
No, no,
shit.
no, 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 no. Hold on. But I'm saying they're using
How
that
did she
against you.
even get that
But
way?
but
She
hold on.
didn't start that way.
But no,
Right? If Jamal was talking
she's
about
not.
grandma
She's
wasn't
not.
like that,
She's not.
how did she get that way?
She's not going to start that way. But let me expound on it even more when I say keeping us separate. In the consumer market, I think women as a whole account for like $12 trillion in the consumer market based on their spending alone, all races, okay? African American women account for $3 trillion, okay? So now it's like if we keep if the black woman is gonna go do what she want to do and spend what she want to spend, we better keep these motherfuckers, because if y'all come together and actually submit to a man who said, nah, you don't need to be getting this. We need to be working on this, and this to get our 40 acres of the mule. We could have been had our 40 acres of mule, but because materialistic items pique your interest and you gotta be the woman for that, it takes precedent, and you can't see the forest from the trees at that point.
Thanks.
Levi, I know you at work. I know if I get you if you gotta go, but that's what I'm saying. It's systemic.
No, I ain't gotta go yet.
Okay. Well, we understand how we have to understand how does she get there? How does she start valuing materialism and all this other stuff, even her own money over her family or her community? You got to understand that was robbed of not only her but you too. And because of that, she's replaced it with material things. That is a cry out when you
No, that came from TV and radio. You got to be honest. We got to keep call space.
It's more than TV and radio because they attacked our community. You got to understand that the attacks on our community was not like other communities. Even though people like more than black people was slaves, and more than black people like right now the meth and the fentanyl and all that is hitting the white people. But they got us with. They had a 100-year plan for us, and it worked. Just plain and simple, and it really did work. So we got to understand that all of this stuff they gave you the drugs to let you sell the drugs to make the money from the drugs. Now the drug dealer and the thug, it look better to you than hardworking man. Y'all complain about this all the time, and that one because the black mom was like, you know what, we want thugs and drug dealers. That wasn't what we wanted. We wanted regular working men that had farms or worked their job or whatever they did. We stuck with them and had 15 kids living on the probably $20,000 a year. But when that guy switched, because they came in and infiltrated and did these multiple things over 100 years that I just named, now because the black men all right, they start taking up the men to jail, and the dope boys were making the money. So now everybody want to be a dope boy, and everybody want to be a thug, and everybody.
See that's where
you know what you fail to realize, or you fail to mention, shall I say,
What?
is that this 100-year plan that you talked about. I hate that you don't take accountability because of the fact that when they attacked black culture, they used y'all against us.
But not at
Y'all
first.
fell for the trap. We
But
didn't
not
fall
at
for the
first,
trap.
Jamal. This what I'm trying to tell
Y'all fell
you.
for the trap.
Mom,
Y'all fell
hold
for
Not
on,
the
at
free
Mom.
first.
housing.
Mom,
Y'all fell for the link.
Mom,
Y'all
Mom.
fell for the
Let me tell you
Democratic
this.
Party.
Not Ma, let
And
me
here
help
we
you.
are.
Let me help you. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you. I used to stream on this. I used to be a radio personality and do right too. I got a job on the radio once a week for 2 hours a show to give because I knew this shit like the back of my hand. I don't know it like that. I used to just research shit. But anyway, let me tell you how us women we fought for y'all. We fought to make polygamy legal. We didn't even
No, y'all
care that
fought
y'all
to have equal rights. Let's
listen
be
to me.
100.
Listen to me. This what you talking about is 1960s and 70s. I'm talking about 1900 to 1950. The women, melanated women's right. Our men was being jailed for having multiple wives, multiple families, which we knew that's what y'all was doing. But y'all was taking care of y'all families and everybody leaving. Wasn't nobody poor, it wasn't single mothers, it wasn't none of this. And y'all as men, as a community, stood by y'all polygyny and us as a
Okay,
women. We
so
understood.
Hold on,
I gotta
time out,
take
time out.
you.
Vita.
Hold on, I gotta take you back because if you advocate for what they was doing then why to 2025 you got a problem with a man that like other women?
Because I'm telling you, this one I'm telling you, this the trick you out switcheroo that they pulled on. This one I'm trying to tell you. It wasn't just us. They did that shit to both of us equally doing different shit at the same time. So today
No,
we
I'm
all
saying you
ask.
personally. You
Oh, I don't. I
personally,
fuck with
you
polygamy.
always talk about how you have a problem with a man that can't keep his dick in his pants. But
No, that I
on the
said a
other
chick.
foot, you talk about how women fought for men to be with other women.
Okay, let me make clear because we did fight to make polygyny laws and make it legal, and they still made it illegal to jail. I mean, they make all type of shit to jail y'all for every single reason, and they don't once they jail y'all, they take y'all from us. We go in survival mode, and now we on some other shit.
They took y'all from us. Let's
Yeah.
make
But
that
they
clear.
will take y'all and lock y'all
We
up.
never, the statistics show that women leave men more than we
But
leave y'all.
Jamal, you talking about now? I'm talking about the 100 year from 1900 to 2000. That's what I'm talking about.
So
They
Well,
jail
up
y'all and
until
kill y'all. Women
up
wasn't
Vita,
until
even
about
going to jail to read.
1970, y'all start fucking us over.
But
Yeah,
Jamal, okay, Jamal, let me just go back to this because what you talking about is more modern. Okay, but let me just go back to this. Let me help you understand what I said. I don't support. I do support polygyny, right? Even though I said I ain't came across no man that could hold that down like that, but I still support it because I understand that's the natural order. Now, what I don't support is a liar and a cheater. That's what I don't support. So if you gonna do it, just say that's what you gonna do. That's what it is. That's how we roll, and this what we gonna do. Okay, I got it. That's it.
so
Y'all
Vita,
act like it's so hard to
are
do
you
that.
gonna stay
But
though?
you only willing to live under them circumstances if a nigga gonna solely take care of you, though.
Do you understand that's the only way polygyny works?
Right.
so
So
so no,
you have a
it doesn't no,
price
it doesn't
tag.
have to be the
You
only
have a
way.
price
That's the
tag
only.
on your
Hold
principles.
on, that's not the only way it works. That's the only way that's magnified. That's the only way
Yeah,
that's advertised for it to work. It don't have to work that way. It's
yeah.
just you try to put a price tag on
Okay,
having
listen.
that
In the
particular
history
relationship.
of
Now hold on,
polygyny,
Vita,
it's
hold
not
on.
for poor people,
Now,
and you can't do it poor
now
unless you
says
have
who?
land.
Says
If
who?
you
No,
can feed yourself without help of a grocery store, then you could do it. If
All
you
right.
no,
don't
no.
got land or a farm, you
But
cannot do it. You
but
gotta have
Vita,
money.
they had the polygyny. They had that thing on Netflix with the people from Utah. A lot of them women worked. They just had
Yeah.
6 incomes coming into one house.
Yeah.
It
Okay,
wasn't
this
just the
what I'm
dude
saying.
only
What
working.
they doing is not what we did. You gotta remember, everybody trying to do what they want to be us. You gotta remember, they want to be God
So
or they
so
want to be us.
it's
They
levels
either
of
doing one
polygyny.
or the
So are you saying it's levels of polygyny? Is that what you're saying?
other.
Like Nick
Absolutely, it's
Cannon.
level.
So Nick Cannon
All
is a
right.
nigga that can get. He can have 11 children and provide for them. That's one example, right?
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Like if I really, that's why I say by default we practice this. Everybody on here, unless you have one baby mother and one baby father, you are practicing polygyny by default. This is what I'm
Okay.
trying to tell. We're
But
doing
hey,
this
hold
in the
on.
community already.
Now, Vita, I got to backtrack on something, and this is going to point when I say about selling a certain narrative. Sometimes I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Sometimes we sell narratives based on our own traumas, right? Because there's one thing that you mentioned earlier within your own family dynamic that you did not bring up in terms of the systematic separation of the couples today, and that's the military draft. You said you had a family that
Yeah,
was
yeah, you're right.
full of
I
people
missed
that was
that
in the
because I
military.
said my
You
whole
never
family
brought up the
military.
draft.
Right.
And the
But I
draft,
said
you could
military.
just take these people, you just take these citizens
Yeah.
and say, go fight this war for us. And
I
we
said
don't
they
care if
took
you're the last
y'all.
surviving son or nothing like that. That breaks it up too. Now we that's what I'm
But,
saying. We gotta
but
call it
Jamal,
speak.
I
But
mean, Levi, I said they took y'all in so many ways. That's why I just said to Ma, I said they took y'all. Y'all think it's us first. They had to take y'all as the protection from us. Y'all protected us hand and foot and would die for us, and we knew that. And that's why, women will be the most loyal when she love you. You got to do everything in the world. She still won't leave. So I'm just saying they did everything. No, I'm talking about it's different now, but it used to be she just wouldn't leave you no matter what. It didn't matter how many women you slept with, kid. She was still there because we know that man love us, protect us, gonna take care of us, and did right by us. And it's his nature. Okay, and it's okay. So that's why I'm saying that it was so many things that they took y'all from us first because they had to remove y'all to protect us and the kids. Then
so hold
they
on.
attacked us. Then they got the kids.
So hold on. So based on you saying that, and that's the way it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Our parents, grandparents, or great grandparents was practicing polygamy, and they ain't had no riches or a whole lot of money.
They had land and they had community. They had
No, I said
family.
no, no. I'm saying our people. I'm
That's what
saying
I'm
our
talking
people,
about.
our relatives, and stuff like that.
They had
Under
listen
that
to me,
dynamic.
Bob. Remember, you could go next door, and if you didn't have your mama didn't have the sugar, the flour, the food, the dinner, you said go next door. Tell Miss Barbara. I said send some over here. Miss Barbara sent more than enough. We had community. We had grocery stores. We had Black Wall Street. We had land. We didn't, the regular shit. We didn't have to go in survival mode like we do now because we could go next door. Now you can't go next door. You can't even go down the street. You damn near can't get a job. And if you do, you begging people that hate you or going to treat you with racism. As soon as you go outside here, the police come. You worried about your nigga every night. The police got him again. His other baby mama got him. She tripping. He on child support. This is constant survival mode where in our community, nobody was on child support. Nobody was hungry. Nobody was homeless. Nobody was doing all that shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This just changed in the 80s. This just changed.
But pride of ego factors in too, because how many women are secure enough to say, go ask Mabel next door and we could get some sugar and shit like
but
that.
It used to be
and
like
Mabel
that.
just last her husband.
That's a fact too.
But I remember that
Last your granddaddy.
we grew up in the same age group. I remember that where I can go and say, my mama said, can she have this? And the lady would give us more than what we needed. That did stop with my generation because I ain't send my son nowhere. I don't trust nobody. But see, the community got broke down. It got so broke down. And this is what we got to see now. All that crack era shit is now these parents, they don't parent well, or we don't have community family. All of that, babies being abandoned, kids getting hurt, all this human sex trafficking. That shit couldn't pop in our community. That was not the thing.
I agree with you there, but at the same time, when you bring that up, your neighbors had back in the day. Your neighbors had the authority to beat your ass if you was out here doing some fucked up shit. Now these people like, don't touch my child, even though your child out here fucking up.
But that's modern. Y'all gotta understand this after the 80s. This one I'm trying to tell y'all. Everything before it started breaking down at in about the 80s, and then when that crime bill came in, it just that shit wiped us out.
We've identified when it happened. I'm saying what made it change. You know what I'm saying? Was it the man's ego? Was it the woman's ego?
No, it was none of that. Because let me tell you why. Because even when y'all had that, we loved y'all dirty John, and you couldn't tell us shit. I'm telling y'all, I studied this shit. We fought. If you go back and look, the Mormons church right now is white people doing it, but that church was started because that was the only way that niggas could still practice polygyny under religious rights. They was locking our niggas up, and we was going to get them, bailing them out, fighting them, learning the study law and all that, because we like, so what if he want to have two wives? This one, he was really putting rings on two women, having two families. Sometimes they was in the same house, sometimes they wasn't. But she knew that was her sister wife, and they worked together because we was already doing it in the community. We was already doing it. So everybody knew to get the men or have the men, this what we gonna do, and this what we gonna do to stick together. So when they attacked y'all and took y'all, first of all, they put the slave patrol, that was first. Then now they call police. Now the police is still the black man's number one. The melanated original man threat is the police. Okay, so that's the number one thing. Then y'all in jail. Then after jail, now they hurting resources. When you don't have community, that's very hard to come back from. So just think, if the average man go to jail today, not to say that his baby mama don't love him, but if he got 3 kids and she was, working a menial job and he was really paying the bills, if there ain't no community to support her, she got to go in survival mode. Now she might be messing with somebody she ain't got no business with, she don't want to, but if not, her kids gonna starve, and she ain't got gas, and the car ain't paid for. All the shit the nigga was doing now flopped. So this what I'm trying to tell you. That's what segue. When they take y'all away, we go astray. We can't.
No. Here's the thing. Everything you just named, she got to go through all that because she's too damn proud to go ask her neighbor and say she need help, because these are the same people she got the shit on to make it seem like she the woman. It goes back to women overpricing their pussy and shit in their neighborhood.
We didn't get to that, Levi. That's what y'all keep bringing it back to that, because y'all looking at the now and what you have experienced in the now. I'm talking about how it got there systemically. The separation of the black family is on purpose, period. And it was a plan well before 1900. When they came and tried to sell us that lie bullshit that we from Africa, that's when they started taking our men They want us to believe we came in those ships. No, we didn't. We was already here. We was already Indian. We was already indigenous. We was already rich. That's why we like gold. We like jewelry. We like gold in our mouth, gold and jewelry, because we was already doing all that. We already was trading. We was already doing. We had weapons. And they little by little came, and what they do every time: got our men, took our men, killed our men, lied our men, gave our men smallpox. It wasn't the women. It was the men that was doing that shit too. So they knew killing all our soldiers and real niggas off. Now the women are left with no protection. So now what they do? Come and take us over or do us wrong or rape us, do all of. Now if we ain't really can protect ourselves against a crazy group of men, what we gonna do? We gonna have to, give in. But this is not what us as women always wanted to do. My grandma was born in 1919, right? And she from North Carolina. My family, she the oldest sister of 13. All them to this day was married. Like my uncle, my grandma dad, but she had got divorced. But my uncle, he just passed like 2 years ago. I swear to God, he was married 67 years. I'm talking about this shit runs in my family. We know who we are on both sides. We know we Indians. We got land still on both sides. They tell me these stories. They say all that shit you learning is a lie. We believed in this. This how we live. This how we survive. This new shit is new shit. They did it with drugs. They took y'all first, and then they came and put us on drugs. Then they came and gave crack to our kids. Then they locked us up. Now here come child support. Child support wasn't even a thing before like 1970. You wouldn't even dare to because you knew that was putting your man in the system, and that's the last thing you wanted to do. So I'm trying to tell you that this shit we doing is new, and this other matrix is new. It's on purpose. We don't even know our history no more. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, like, this is the separation of our family is real. It's been on that. It's still under attack. And it's not just us. It's all Americans now. If you realize all women
But
crying
you know
about
what though,
it.
Vita? I gotta say this though. The public assistance shit and public housing, they came before the drug epidemic. They turned y'all against us before they attacked y'all. I mean, before they attacked us, they used y'all as a weapon against us because if you think about it, they gave women public assistance, but they told them they couldn't have no man in the house.
And
So
when
by
he's still in the
default,
house,
y'all had to get rid of us.
but when he's
You
still in the
feel me?
house, though.
I mean, but women wasn't trying to take that chance of losing public housing by letting a man stay in there. So yeah, they'll let him come over and hit or come over there and chill for a little bit, but actually moving in, hell no.
Now
My
So
he's
mama had
still
it
in
like
the
two.
house.
basically came to a point where it was like, I gotta make a decision. My house for my child or fucking with you. And y'all chose the Democratic Party. Because remember, we was
We was
Republicans at
Republicans.
first.
We
The
was Republicans.
Democratic Party attacked black women.
But
They
that
knew that if they had get the women on their side, then they would destroy the black family. So they gave y'all public assistance, food stamps, and all the shit where you didn't have to need a man. And therefore you was by default subject to turn your back against the man and then make it seem like a lot because let's be honest. Yes, it was a lot of men that didn't take care of their kids back in those days. But there
no, it
were also a
wasn't.
lot of men that we don't talk about that was pushed away from their kids because of the fact that women they was incentivized to leave men.
But
And
let
so, and so, with that being said, they came along with the equal wages and the feminist movement to add along with the public housing and the food stamps. So now y'all so independent to the fact that y'all don't need us and pushed us away. So now you happen to start being a mother, taking care
Hey,
of your kids, being a man. You got to, like we said it in the beginning, changing your own light bulbs and shit, taking your own garbage out to the point now you like, I don't need a man.
hey, I say women ain't been right since they popped off Fred Hampton, man.
look,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying. Now, if you talk, which I know Fred Hampton. Now, I'm talking about Fred Hampton Jr. Now, if
I
you
know
know
Fred Hampton
Fred
too. I
Hampton,
talked to him. Me and him had
okay,
these talks all
so
the
he know
time
the
now.
real history. He
Yeah.
he wouldn't dare say this. What y'all saying? He wouldn't dare say that. He still call women his black women queen. He still say that. So,
Y'all are queens. We don't like it when y'all act like goofies.
oh, I got you, but he understands the systemic attack on us through these means of government and all this military, all this stuff is attack on us. And y'all keep saying like, oh, they came for y'all. No, y'all never came from other attack. This is what you got to understand.
Let me say
cannot
this
go
though.
outside right now and not have to understand you could be wrongfully took to jail for 20 years. Like,
But check this out. Check this out, Vita. Like when men like us, when we speak about the crazy shit that black women do, right? They call us misogynists, we womanize us, and we hate women, and we all that, right? Here's the thing, right? And just think of like using common sense. If you really hate something, you wouldn't even speak about it. The reason why we speak about it is because we love y'all as a whole. We love black women. We are not the picture that y'all trying to paint us out like we just hate black women. We're misogynists and we're controlling. We love y'all, and this is the reason why we have these conversations. It's because we care, and we just can't believe that because out of all the women in the world, black, all races, y'all are the only women that has completely turned against their men.
We have not completely, not everybody, not every woman in the race have, and not every man.
No, for sure it's not every woman, but as a whole, collectively, y'all as black women has turned y'all back on black
gotta
men.
wear that jacket because with the collective,
Okay, well,
like real shit. Y'all really have, because and you got to think about from men of my age. I'm at that age where I saw where it was real black love. I saw when women actually love black men.
Me too.
I'm in a state now. I don't even know what the fuck going on out here.
Me neither. And
this is some weird shit. And everybody trying to justify this weird shit, and there's no justification. This some weird shit.
I agree. Because I swear, Jamal, I said, when did this happen? Because I'm like, how did this happen? And how did that? I even said that to my dad. I'm like, Pops, how did this happen? And how did this happen so fast? Like, we was loving, I don't know. It was like I think COVID or something, like it switched because before that, I'm telling y'all, the loudest voice on the internet for the original man is the manosphere spewing all this hate for women. Where in real life, this is not what we experience. Like all my friends, married baby daddies, or who all my family is still with it. Like what I see in real life is so different from the internet. That's why I'm like, what is this shit? Like what is really going on? So I'm not in the mix of the stuff like that for real, like what everything y'all talking about. But you right, I agree. It's weird and I'm not partaking in it, and I don't go outside and like run to it or none of that. So, but I still believe in our original man. I still believe in that. But I'm just saying the voices on the internet is what's loud. And I think that's driving these narratives that we hate each other and we don't. Because even the babies that's born is still being born, and still, it's still people getting married. We still doing stuff like, I don't know. It's just like you said, it's weird and I don't get it. And I do take accountability of women got their voices too, but it's just yeah.
I'm probably one of the I wouldn't say rare because I know a lot of men like that, but I'm not even attracted to white women.
Me neither. Like white men.
Don't get me wrong, they look good than a motherfucker. I ain't gonna never say that I probably wouldn't smash one, but to actually be in a relationship with a white woman, me personally, I don't think I could do it.
And then take it serious.
I'm just so in love with black women. I think that black women are the best women on the planet.
Me too. Really and do. Then like they don't bathe and they different. They still talk about you behind your back. They still with the agenda with the attack on you. So they need our melanin to stay alive. But anyway.
I was just talking to my homie the other day about this, right? And I really think I don't know, man. I'll probably get crucified for this, but I think the Indian women, they probably the best featured women because they got Barbie doll features, but they got black skin. The black skin on anything looks good to me.
Looks good. Melanin, carbon look good.
But black skin look, and them bitches be looking like Barbie, like you could buy them bitches in Walmart or some shit.
Hey, I was gonna bring this part up, like when they said we take a lot of heat, like black men take a lot of heat for shit, right? Even in this podcast game, when we say shit and they say it's misogynistic, what people don't realize, It was a bunch of white podcasters who kicked that stuff off. But who y'all
As
hate the
far
most
as what?
when they talk
That
about
manosphere
being
shit.
misogynistic and stuff like that? It was
But that manosphere
it's a
shit.
it's not, but it's a bunch. It was a bunch of white podcasters. But
But
guess who
y'all
y'all hate?
jumped on
Yeah,
it
Hold
absolutely.
on. Guess who y'all hate the most and associate the most with that though?
because we not listening to them. You know, this one I'm telling. This
No,
one I'm
no, no,
telling
no. But
y'all. We
no,
still love y'all.
who do
But
you
Levon, listen.
associate
This
with
one
it
I'm
the
telling
most
y'all. We
though?
still love y'all. I don't know not one white podcast, and I'm not
But
gonna. I don't
who?
know
But they the ones that kicked it off. But who do y'all associate and hate the most behind this
because
shit
we not
for
listening
doing
to
the same
them.
thing?
We not
Kevin
listening to them.
Samuels.
We
You know
listening
what
to
though?
y'all.
I agree with Vod to a certain extent because white men was the ones that was patriotic, that was controlling they women and wanted to degrade women and shit. Even in the Bible.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if y'all read the Bible or not, but the Bible degrade women so fucking bad. I don't even
Every
know why none of
Yeah,
y'all
religion.
even believe that shit.
yeah.
Every
Like
religion.
the Bible literally says that a woman is sour and not to trust her.
Right. It's
Did
every
y'all know that?
religion. It's
Where's
yeah.
the
I'm
I
pretty
lie?
sure
agree.
y'all probably didn't know
It's
that.
not just the
But
Bible. It's
Where
but
every
is
black
the
religion.
lie,
us
man?
as black people, you gotta understand, us as black people, and like when Vita talk about like the ancient time, Egyptian times, we put our black women on pedestals. We
Mhm.
never treated them like they was beneath us because we knew that nurturing energy, the feminine energy was like above all. You see what I'm
Correct.
saying? The nurturing gene is superior to everything. And this is
Correct.
why it's Mother Nature.
Correct.
Hmm.
What is Mother Nature? Mother Nature controls everything we eat, everything we breathe, and how we sleep. That's what Mother Nature does. And we understood that as black people. The
Yeah.
white people, they the ones that created this patriarchy shit where it's I'm the man over the woman and you gonna do whatever the fuck I say, and if you don't, I'm gonna beat you. Why you think we get our kids whoopings? That shit came from slavery, from them whooping our ass, and we adapted that and thought that was the way to discipline kids.
Then I
Like
say we
real
love
shit.
it too. See, when we put it together, it makes sense. Everything you saying is true. And then what they do, kill y'all, take y'all, hurt y'all, and now we left unprotected. And I'm telling y'all, when you really love something like your own child, your own man, if it get took, you not right in your head no more. You not right in the head no more. That's why I know us women going astray and what we doing is because we not right in the head because our man is took or our man we ain't no one accord with him, so we not right in the head. Period.
Man, I just think that I think the feminine energy was taken out of the picture back then, but now it's being exploited to the fact where it's trying to emasculate men. Because the average alpha real man that most women seek is being eliminated. Everything about an alpha man is seen to be wrong in these days. Like women say, I want a leader. I want a man that know where he going. I want a man that know his shit, that's on his shit, that got his shit together. And then when it comes to the tangibles that come with this man, because you can't have an alpha man with with beta man insides. And
Correct. Correct.
I think this is what a lot of women expect. They expect the man to be on this time clock where it's I want you to be alpha when I want you to be alpha, and then I
Right,
want you to be beta when I want you to be beta. They're
right,
not willing to take the downside that come with being an alpha man.
right.
And
When
what
this
I
nigga,
mean by that is when you meet a man that knows where he's going, that has structure, that provide provision and security, he is gonna come with some type of rules that a lot of times these women today are not willing to deal with. They want a man to have this emotional intelligence when alpha men don't necessarily have emotional intelligence when as it pertains to how women think.
Right.
Women think emotional intelligence is the feminine side when you understand how they feel.
Not her feelings. Nah.
Well, alpha
It's
men, they see only two ways, right and wrong. You see what I'm saying? We don't get in our feelings. There's
right.
a right way to do
Hey,
shit
I
and
think,
there's a wrong way to do shit.
I
And a
think,
lot of times women, they think that, okay, yeah, you have your opinion, but I just want you to hear me out. But it's like, yeah, I hear you out, but at the end of the day, what's right is right for us and what's wrong is wrong for us. And a lot of women can't they can't fathom that because
I
they
think
want to have a say so.
a
Wait,
a
but hold on.
Maul.
I just because I want to throw
Right.
this in what Vi said earlier, and you right, Mal, because what Vi said earlier when he said everybody want to get married, right? Vita, they do, and this is what I said. The concept they have is Disney. So this is what I said. If because when they took y'all, we got the broke down of the family. So just think they attacked y'all as masculine men, alpha men, all that. They took that, and what's left is a whole bunch of beta. So you have to understand that average woman exposure to a man is beta, right? I had my daddy in my life, still in my life. He the best thing ever. He is an alpha man, but I grew up watching him, and then not only that, my whole family, I got to see that, and then the women in the family pulling me to the side to say, "Hey, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do." It's a like a triangulation. Like you need family support, you need a little more community support. So when you go in the world, you understand this how you have to be to have the alpha or be with the alpha. Because if he say, "Hey, this is what it is," it's that. You can't just change it, and then you have to understand, like, well, I don't get it. He not listening. He don't care. Then you might have to go to auntie them and say, he ain't listening. He ain't okay, that's what we for. You tell us, and then we'll help you with the game to understand how to live and how to be and how to be with that type of man. Because if you did not grow up, and I grew up with my dad as Apple, that's why I understand like all this stuff. And I'm like, so when women don't get that and they buck on that, is because they have not had any exposure, and they exposure is betas, including their daddy. They mamas was running their daddy. So they don't know how to deal with that, even though they say they want it. It's just talk. It's just Disney talk until they get in that because after like Boss said, after the wedding, now what? Now you got it, you still ain't happy. Yeah, because you don't
Yeah,
understand the
a
word,
lot of
the
women got a
mental word.
problem with the word obey though.
Yeah, and
We
I
as
don't
men,
obey submission, none
we
of
as
that, but I'm
men,
saying
we're
the average
logical
woman.
beings. We understand, okay, if I got a
Mm-hmm.
big homie or I got an older man that's coaching me in the game, I understand that I have to obey this nigga to
Right,
get to his level.
right,
I don't give a damn what it's called. The logical point of me is listening to him because I see something in him that I want to be in the future. So, in order for me to be that, I have to obey his lessons.
right.
When a
Hey,
woman, you tell a woman to obey, I don't like that word.
I'm not no
Damn the
slave,
word.
MacMaal. I'm not a
But look,
slave,
Slave.
Ma.
she never heard
Damn
hey,
it.
the
hey,
word.
Look,
Just
real
Jamal.
think
pill, she
about
never
what's
heard
really
that.
going on. You too caught up in
Who
what's
used the
being
word before
said
you did?
instead of
This
what it really is.
this why I
And
say
this is
they
the
gotta be
problem
vetted.
between listening with your feelings and listening with your logic. That's the difference.
But hey,
But
you know
see,
what? What I was gonna
okay,
say
I'm,
this.
I'm gonna say it real fast, Bob, because I agree
Uh,
with y'all. The because she have never experienced that word or the true pressure of having to obey for an extensive period of time and perform under the pressure and still look good doing it and have a good attitude and understand the game and how to work around that, you could still get what you want from that, but it's a way you got to do it. And it takes her to have to use her intelligence and her feminine energy to do that. And only the way she can only learn that is by watching it and being around other women that knew how to do that, plus who had men that did that. That's what I'm telling you. The breakdown of our community messed all this up, and this is why y'all, even if y'all like the girl or she did it, she ain't gonna make pass the test of what you saying. Obey, listen, and be submissive. Hear me out. Right is right, wrong is wrong. I know what's best, and she don't want to hear that because she didn't never have to. Her feet weren't held to the fire. When Red Pill said that last week, he's like, "You don't even know how to earn it." And then when Levi had to get an example of 100,000, I'm like, "That like I still it's stuff every chance I get to learn, I'm trying to learn because I want to be good. I want to be better and better understand it." But this is not how all women are, especially average women. And I
so
get that. And I know that's what y'all be talking about.
so
But
so
you know
check.
what though, Vita, I really can't blame women for being masculine, right? Because I'm gonna just be and I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If you forced to be a man, what else can we expect from you? If you're forced to take care of kids, work, clean up, take the garbage out, change the light bulbs, clean that garage out, go
But
take your
Mac,
car to get oil changes. If you're
but,
doing man shit, I can't expect nothing from you but to be a man.
but Mac, that's not they're not forced to do that. That's still a choice. They made
Well,
a
here's the
bad
thing.
choice that put them in that situation to make them have to do that. Because minus the bad choice, this doesn't happen. We do this almost every week. I swear to God. If you eliminate the initial problem, none of that shit happens.
But
So
look,
you
Brett
mean
Pitt,
by
we
you
still
mean
missing the
saying so
training.
you saying like bad
They
choice as
still
far
need
as
training.
picking a man that put them in that
Yeah,
position.
having a
So
But
child with a
Brett Pitt, let
man
me
that
say this.
naturally. Go ahead.
Now
so
let's say she didn't pick that man and didn't do it and don't even got a baby, because a lot of women just saying that's just not how kids. We don't know what we doing. Women are really admitting that, and I'm like, man, I like that y'all can admit that, because that shit ain't for the weak neither. So they like, yeah, we gonna fall back. We don't know what the fuck we doing. They still
so
don't. I don't care if you don't have the baby. You still gotta understand the dynamic of alpha men or beta men or relationships or community or family, or you got to, like, when you get a new job, you have to get acclimated. You got to be in the
so
environment and get
Yeah, but
acclimated.
so why do y'all act like y'all don't understand when y'all get sassy ass niggas that want to argue back with y'all and all this?
I get it.
I was about to
That's
I
say
what I'm
get
this.
it.
saying. Because you
Yeah.
pick the sassy nigga, you know this nigga ain't got no daddy.
Right.
Hey, I was about to say this small up. Hey, I was about to say this
I'm
small.
just saying, you know this nigga ain't got no daddy. He wear tight pants. He wears gloss on his fingernails.
Hey,
Like,
hey, Maul
I'm
Vita.
just saying.
Hey,
And
Maul
then
Vita,
when he
Red
came
Pill.
out like a bitch, you be acting, oh, I can't believe these niggas sassy. You pick this nigga.
So check this out.
That's all
I,
she used to is
I'm gonna split.
baby.
I'm gonna split the baby here because Maul, where I kind of disagree with you at is alpha male has a high level of emotional intelligence because he can actually look at a woman's perspective and understand why she make the choices she make. Okay,
Yeah,
so I
and
think
I agree with you, but I
I think
don't call that intelligence. I
right.
call that
No,
emotional
but
stability.
I'm
You know
saying
how to
no.
be stable with
There's
your
there there
emotions.
there there's a bit of empathy that goes into that. That's why I say about the emotional intelligence part. Now to the point of Vita, where you said how women was operating, I think women confuse. I think their interpretation of a lot of women would say they're more emotionally intelligent than a man, but I think they confuse emotional intelligence as emotional control. Because think about the things that frustrate y'all about a man. It's like I told the man what I don't like. As somebody emotionally intelligent, I have to be able to know when I can turn my emotions on and when to take them out the equation to make a better decision for the overall. What I may not feel good
And
about the
that's a
decision,
skill set. That's a skill set,
and that's
Levi.
a skill. That's a
We
skill
not
set.
gonna
But
act like
see,
everybody know how
but
to do
because
that.
a
That's
woman
what
leads
some
with
women do.
feelings and it doesn't make her feel a certain way, she can sit here and say, "Well, he ain't. I told him I didn't like it, but he did it anyway, knowing I didn't like it." That comes off a little bit controlling, whereas you're putting yourself ahead of the household
Okay,
or
so this
the man.
this will go back to what you saying, what we talked about earlier about. This is why I said if her concept is Disney, it's a lose lose, because she doesn't have a real concrete concept. She hasn't witnessed it. She don't know what it's like. She had to learn what it feel like to feel like your chest getting tight and somebody punched you in the stomach, slapped you in the face, and kicked you in the ass. You got to feel all of that in real time in a real situation, and then come out of there without wilding out, cussing out, flattening tires. And I'm not trying to say I never did none of this. I'm just saying that, just like, I learned that that's called maturity, and it's a true skill to learn how to perform under that pressures of that. And that just come with everyday life, and it's more and more intense when you
Mhm.
don't have no examples, or when, like if the, like he's saying, the boy ain't got no daddy. So that means she exposed to beta males, he exposed to beta males, or they just been exposed to females. So him or her don't know what a real man is. So they don't know. Neither one of them know what they doing, right? But they the loudest people on the internet. So I'm just saying that this is affecting both of us on both sides, and it's just like,
But
you know.
you know the simplest way to solve this though, because I'm about solutions.
Mhm.
Men need to figure out how to become better men and more masculine men, and women need to figure out how to become more feminine women. Start there.
And I agree.
I agree with that. I think it's some accountability on both sides. But what I think is, because I'm that person who is healed and got his shit together.
Hmm.
And what I notice is that women say they want that kind of man, but they can't tolerate that kind of man. So this is why we have so many fucking single people in the world, because women ask for shit that they don't want. They want both sides, and honestly, men do too.
You
I
don't want
can't.
the
I can't even. We all. If it's a man that disagree in this motherfucking panel, say I. We all want a holy roller that's a nasty ass freak.
on my mama.
I
Hey,
don't care if
woman.
she a freak. If
Hey,
she if
I
she is,
remember
that's
something
cool.
Vita said earlier. She said, "I don't want no men to lie, but we tell you the truth. You emasculate us." So it's like you put us in the,
But
it's like
that's
you
what
put us
I'm
in a lose
saying.
lose situation though, from a woman's perspective.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We both
Tell the
on
truth.
both sides. We want both sides of
Yeah.
the coin, because for one, if you meet a girl that's nasty and do it the way you want, obviously she practiced somewhere. She didn't get that shit right on her first time with you, motherfucker.
Mm-mm.
Right. That's why I don't give a fuck.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's sometimes you have to bend the rules a little bit to get what you want. You can't
Yeah,
have it all.
yeah. 80-20.
And thinking logically, you can't have it all.
80-20.
So Drake even made a song about you practice for me. So we talk about we don't want women with past and all that shit, but yet you want a woman that could please you. Well, she had to learn from somewhere. Are you willing to accept it?
And I gotta add this, right? Niggas with money, that's really in their bag. They busy, right? They don't got all this time to be training and teaching her up. So if you come with some skills and it's the skills they care or value or look for, it's cool. They not tripping on this. That's why when women on the end be like, why y'all asking about body count? Because niggas with money, they don't care because they don't got time for that. Is you fucking or not? That's it. That's it. All
Well,
that what
yeah.
you
See,
did
the
before
thing
me,
about
they
it
don't
is,
care.
though, Vita, we do care about your past, but
Yeah.
here's the thing that it gets tricky, because if nobody that I know or knew about knows about your past, you just as good as a girl with no past.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what you don't understand.
I
If
agree
Vita.
what
with that.
I don't know don't hurt me, and what
Correct.
my
I agree with
homies
that.
don't know don't, as long as the
Hold
motherfuckers I associate with don't know
on. No,
nothing about you, I'm cool.
no. Hold on, Mac. This where you
I agree with
wrong.
that. And
This
that's the
no,
way
no,
a
no.
lady's supposed
This
to move.
nah. This where you wrong. Because if I got purpose and I got some bread, I care about your past because I'm not finna let you fuck up my shit.
Yeah,
A
Mm.
you
woman that
absolutely
a
right. But
woman that fucked up.
what I'm saying is this, right? And I got to be very clear about this. What I'm saying is this: everybody deserves a chance to change who they are. So what I'm saying is this: just because she was a hoe, don't mean that she's still a hoe. She
But
might love you.
Mac Mall.
Just like it's one woman that can change you, nigga. It's
Yeah.
one man that can change her.
Okay. Well, man,
Like
look.
real
Are
shit.
you?
You
But
you
are you
might be
going?
the one that make her not want to do this shit.
She
Might
gotta
be.
have it within herself
But
though. You
are
just
you going?
amplify it.
Are you gonna risk the millions to try to see
No,
or would you just
you
rather go
not
with
you're
something that's
not
more
gonna
guaranteed?
no, you're
But
not
see,
risking
red pill,
shit.
that's why I
As
say
a
it
That's what I'm
depends
man,
on
you're
saying.
whose
not risking
position
shit. But what I'm saying is if you don't know
he wanna put her in.
and nobody else knows,
Yeah.
how can, because in your mind, if you don't know, in your mind, she's a good girl because you don't fucking
Right,
know.
right, 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 right. I understand
That's
that.
what I'm
I get that.
saying. As
Right.
long as you don't know and nobody else knows, she's good to go.
This
Correct.
is a apple biting, snake talking to bitch. This is what you talking about, right? This is an
No,
No,
easy
don't
bitch.
do
what
that.
I'm
Red
saying
pill,
is,
Yes,
stop,
what I'm
red
it
saying
pill.
is.
is,
This
what
is
I'm
Y'all
saying
deception
gotta
at
is,
its
stop acting like
finest.
if she's a woman that had a shaky past,
Yeah.
and
no.
now
Shaky
she's
ass.
got to the point where she want to have somebody. She met you. You's a good dude. She
Uh huh.
found somebody that she could actually be solid with. Even though she did some shit in her past, at this point in her life, she's ready to do right, and you just happen to bring that right out of her.
All right. Well,
Ooh.
hey, I'm telling you
But
like this:
red
And
pill,
the
on
relapse.
top of that,
The,
you met her, you
men
didn't
have
check,
feelings
because you
too.
know how we is. We do a service check on every woman that we trying to do serious. You done
okay.
did a service check. right?
Service check. Yep.
Huh.
Nobody knows her. Nobody heard
Mhm.
shit about her. You go on her page. She ain't got no booty pictures. She ain't got no ass naked pictures. She ain't got a bunch of likes. But just so happened in her little neighborhood where she from, everybody done smashed her, but you don't know that.
Right. And you fuck around and find out. What do you do?
I mean, if you find out, you already know what time it is. But what I'm saying is,
Yeah, I know. I'm
if
being.
she's in a point of her
I'm
life,
pushing back.
Hey,
if
this
No, no,
she's
I
in a
get it.
point of her life, because we all done some wild shit when we young. So I'm
yeah.
not gonna put that umbrella on
That's
every
why I'm
woman
like,
and
don't do
just
that
say,
red pill
like,
because
just because you
everybody got
used
a
to be a
past.
hoe, you still a hoe. I'm not gonna do that. Because
Relapse is
we as
85%. I'm
And
just
men
telling
be
you.
yeah,
hoes too.
yeah, but you know what though? You gotta be honest though, Red. A lot of times when a hoe
Men
try
be
to be
hoes.
good, she only relapsed because the nigga done fucked up. Look at Cardi
Nah,
B. We
you
keep
can't.
referring to Cardi B. She was a hoe. She straightened it up for a nigga that fucked her over, and she went back to what she know.
She can't hide hoe. Hoe is too hard to hide.
She
You
was
can't play
doing
hide and seek
good
with
though,
hoe.
bro.
Man, that's what they say on the street. We know the deal. She done set
Man,
niggas
she
up
was doing
before.
good, bro.
I don't believe this
But
We
shit.
look,
didn't
All,
hear
red pill,
about none
look.
of her
So,
discrepancies in public.
all I know
but look,
is
That's
red
I'm
all
pill,
you
not
what
really
buying
about
need
a
to
the
hear about.
Lamborghini
what
with
about
a
the
Honda
niggas
engine.
saying
Key word
that
was you
niggas
ain't
that
hear
set
about it.
niggas up before? Niggas done set niggas up. Niggas done killed niggas. Niggas done shot. Niggas done scammed. Niggas done been
I
hoes. Niggas
know.
done had
It's
3, 4,
it's
5 baby mamas, broke for homes. So what you trying to
this
say? If that man want to be a
because
good man and change his life around and say, okay, because most men that was on the come up be married or divorced once or twice, got bankruptcy filed. This is how they learn to get to their wealth. Now they at their wealth status. Now should I be like, you know what, the nigga did have divorced twice and then he did have 3 kids along the way. You know, he did scam that other guy. That was his pet. Now he like, you know what? I ain't all that I was doing
um
was on my come up. I ain't on
when
that
you
no more.
when
Everybody
you
got
die
that.
when you dodge raindrops and you only you either don't get wet or you barely get wet and you decide to get out of that shit, you don't go back. That's how men are. Women get
When
traumatized.
women
It
like that
re
too.
No, you not. Y'all are not like
So
that.
you
Y'all have
don't think
scars that
so?
don't.
Red.
Y'all internal scars are just like y'all C-section scars. They stay forever.
So
Well,
Red,
I
you
ain't
don't
got no
think it's you don't
C-section,
think
so
no it's no rehabilitation for a woman with a past.
At all. Not 100%. There's a chance. There is a chance, and it's not flipping a coin. It's like rolling the dice. Because flipping the coin would make it 50%. No. 9 times out of 10, if a bitch done been in the streets and her brand is damaged, Jesus can't say these hoes, man.
well, tell me what that means, cause I don't think y'all, cause y'all don't recover, y'all really don't come up and make a lot. See this, what you gotta understand what you saying, because if you saying a woman if could go through that and can't really come back or have her point where she say, you know what, I'm done with it, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't talking about myself. I'm just saying like a woman that
Vita,
really done ran through the ringer and now she like, I don't want to
Vi-
be on that no more.
Vita, this is the
I'm
difference.
saying
A woman will pretend that she's healed. A man will just say, "No, I'm not healed. I'm fucked up, and that's how I'ma stay."
you a
That's
lie.
when that's
You
when
just
you
a
get the honor.
lie.
Niggas ain't gonna
You
walk
a
around here in
lie.
no suit for nothing. Fuck that, baby. This who I am. The nigga still wear iceberg. The nigga still wear platinum FUBU. That's who he is. He ain't going nowhere. A woman will pass that pussy out and then put on a motherfucking nun outfit, and that damn motherfucking meat wallet look like a damn what my nigga say balled up homework down there.
Well, that ain't
Yeah.
me. I'ma just say for me,
No
right?
recovery.
Now I can't act like because I was just in the streets. And I don't mean like just niggas running through me. I mean just a real street nigga. Just I love street niggas. I gun tote niggas. All that. Just shooters all the time. Just all of it. Like my
I didn't.
my house in the community was the candy store. All that. So like.
I
I
watched.
know everybody still. So I'm just saying that I know that those guys aren't, they became men. They stood up. They took care of their kids. They came out the street. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? Like even my daddy
man.
is a reform. My daddy is a reformed Drefford Peastone. Like
Now,
you wouldn't even know who he was no more. He started a
hey, you
nonprofit.
proving my point. Now tell me how many reform whores you know.
Okay, so when I'm gonna just say Cardi B because she no, I'm gonna
Milwaukee
just
in
say
the
that because
building.
I ain't gonna
Shout
use my friends because all my friends married and it might be like okay, y'all your friends married, so don't use them. Okay, so I say Cardi B. like MacMaal said, if she really was scamming niggas and doing that in the club, stripping, and everybody knew, and she still said, I was doing that in survival to bring, she literally said, I was doing that to bring my family to America and pay for all us to live in a house and live good. And she really did that. And then she get out the game. She went and did what she wanted to do, music, clothes, whatever she doing is what she did. Okay, so if she really wasn't cheating on this man, what? Because she kept challenging him. He trying to blame her for cheating when he was the one cheating and saying, if I'm cheating, prove it, show me, out me. Whoever saying this, out me. Y'all could just out me, just do it. Like, why do you got to threaten to just out me? Nobody could do it because she was saying so. I'm just going to say, if she really wasn't cheating on that man, she really reformed herself. She really came out of that when she didn't have to do that, and she brought her support system in, her family, so she got her family.
That's what I'm saying, Vita. When okay, whatever she was doing, if she was doing anything, it was not in the public eye. She kept everything. If she did anything, it was discreet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean by finding a woman. Okay, because let Red. You know,
And I agree with you. That's
we
why
got Will Chamberlain numbers out here, and if
Yeah.
we could change, I think they could. You know,
No.
my thing is this. I get where you coming from though, because once it go down and you do some shit, she gonna resort back to what she know. She's not
Thank
gonna
you.
be that strong heel woman that's gonna take it and forgive you. She's
Right.
gonna give it up.
But look how many times I would say had to cheat for her to go back to that. The nigga cheated. The whole Atlanta knew how he was. He was so bogus with it. He was bringing randoms into their mansion to cheat on her. Come on,
look,
man,
hold
that's
on.
just too much.
But Vita. I was a whore in my 20s. Complete whore. Slut bag, name it, I did it. When I got monogamous, when I was like, nah, I'm solid, I'm about to sit down and work on what I'm trying to do. Even if a bitch did me wrong, I ain't go back to it.
Me too.
So but no. But you said Cardi went right back to the streets. How the fuck you
She
get
didn't go
divorced?
right back. She didn't go
So
right back.
who she was messing with right after that?
Let me.
But here's the thing, though, you can't blame her. At least she got a football player.
She didn't
But not
heal.
even that. But
That's
Because
bullshit.
I gotta play devil's advocate. Niggas like to look, they like to pick and choose what they want to argue. You fuck that broke ass, and at least you could have got a nigga like me. Okay, she got a nigga like you. So now,
All right, well, you know what? Now that nigga knocked her down, if that nigga ever say something slick, he gonna have to see Offset, cause that's all he did it for. He just gonna run around and tell the hood he fucked Cardi
yeah,
B. He don't
yeah.
fuck
But
with her
see,
like that.
we as men, we know what it is. We knew that shit wasn't gonna work. We
Nah.
knew what
What?
Buddy just wanted to have one up on Offset. You know
But
how this shit
what do
goes.
that say about her?
okay, because
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. Like I gotta play devil's advocate. You
God
gotta
damn it, stop doing it.
understand, like being like what Vita said, being emotionally intelligent, or however you want to put it. Being a man that's emotionally intelligent, you know that she gonna move off her emotions and what they come with. Her
Hey, you know
pussy.
what?
Well,
That's
that's
what it
women.
come with.
I you
And
know
when
what?
she mad at you and another nigga
I can't
talking
even
good,
mess
she
with
gonna
Cardi
give
B.
it to him.
I
We
can't
don't
even
know,
mess with
Sasha.
Cardi B because
You
everybody.
said what?
I said I can't mess with Cardi B because it's obvious that everybody she attracted to are hoes. I don't need that label on my
Man,
name.
every woman is attracted to the same nigga. What the fuck? We know this already. How many times
no,
we gotta
don't
keep
say
talking about
every
it?
woman. Do not say every woman.
I said
Because
every dude she done mess with is old. She
But
attracts hoes.
Look,
she can't date down though. She can't date Offset and then go down after that.
She
She
finna be
can't
ran through
do it.
She
It's
finna be
I ain't gonna
ran through.
lie,
hey,
you ain't lying, Red Pill.
is he
I ain't gonna
not
lie,
what
you
the
ain't
fuck the
lying, Red
women
Pill.
talk about they want though? They want a man that's tall, dark, and handsome. That's the stigma.
Yes.
That's what he
Yes.
is.
But you
So
got
Mhm.
how can you
kids.
expect him not to have her? What the fuck is we talking about?
But all
But
he had to do
That's
was
what they
tell the
looking
truth.
for. He fit the description.
I know,
All
but
he had to do was tell the truth.
if she
He
was
was
solid, she would have sat her ass down till her kids grew up. But she ain't no solid bitch. You think Beyonce and Jay-Z finna break up? God forbid Jay-Z pass. Beyonce is gonna be single probably forever after that.
Don't
I
do
Look
that
at
doubt
look
it.
because
at look
Beyonce
at Kobe
cheated on
I
Bryant.
him.
doubt it.
Look at Melissa
Beyonce
Bryant. What's her
cheated on
name?
him and he cheated on her. They
Who
cheated
did
on
when did
each other.
Beyonce cheat?
That's
Yeah,
why they
right.
killed Pimp
Always.
C, because she was messing with Pimp C while she was messing with him, and that's why
They
they killed
wasn't
Pimp
That's
C.
married.
right.
Nah, that ain't
Jay Z went up to though. Shit, he went up to though. He got
man.
old girl. He got old girl free from 106 and Park. I'm like, my man.
And he really wanted Aaliyah. He didn't even want Beyonce, and Beyonce was all, she was like super thirsty for Jay Z because he wanted Aaliyah.
Well, Leah was a whore too, because she didn't fuck 5
Yeah.
people in the same circle. I know
All
she
them
can sing,
niggas.
y'all, and y'all don't want to believe it. Erica Badu got 3 kids by 3 different baby daddies, and I don't know why we just be praising her like she the shit because she can sing. Look,
But
She
it's more
do?
than that.
women is fucked up.
And
I
one of them
didn't
name
know
was
that.
Tyrone.
Hell
But John,
yeah, all celebrities too.
that's why I say this
DLC,
celebrity.
Andre 3000, and Jay Electronica is her baby daddies. 3 rapper niggas.
Right, but still, I'm just saying this. This
Yeah.
all we saying. We know we talking about these celebrities because people know them.
I didn't
But at
know
the
that.
end
He
of the
just
day,
put me on game.
Come on, Mac. I know the game. I'm gonna
but
tell
at the
you.
end of the
Look,
day, red pill, you still gotta understand niggas have passed too, and it's not to say when people make their mind up to leave a thing, they can leave it. I'm an example of that. I don't care what you talking about. I don't reverse
Okay,
the
man.
one I'm
We finna get into this last topic, man. Last topic of the day, because
Is it a video?
yeah, we finna get on the last topic of the day, and then we gonna get up out of here. Bam,
So if you
bam.
go to Medellin, Colombia, you will walk down the streets and you will see girls on a scale of 1 to 10 physically. You will see 9s and 10s working at a taco shop or doing janitorial work on the side of the street with a very minimalist life. Very happy. Smile on their face, probably live at home with their parents, don't even have a car, don't have anything materialistic. Very approachable, very friendly, just very grateful to be alive and easy to date as a guy. On the flip side, here in the States, there will be girls that on a scale 1 to 10 on the bottom half of that scale that are challenging to date, very pretentious, non-approachable. Guys will approach them like, oh, like you're creeping me out. Very, very challenging to date. And for that reason, I'm like, guys, like this is not normal here in the US. When I go travel to all these countries, Hungary, Budapest, Ireland, Australia, everywhere else in the world, women are like a lot more approachable, a lot more easy to get along with. They're less pretentious.
Look at the
I'm gonna keep
long
this real
face.
straight. Hashtag passport bros. Get your blue
pass.
thing, fellas.
You feel
You
me?
better
That's my
Blue,
stop.
rant.
You
blue
better
That's
book.
all I got to say.
tell them the downside of that. Don't just that. That's like when Sheriff Seven be go get them niggas with money. Yeah, you better tell them more than that because it be people dying just doing shit trying to listen to somebody on the internet. Y'all
No,
be
I feel
the
you.
passport bros is down.
Yeah, don't
They
go to the
appreciate a dude that work.
I want to know
How
what
much?
y'all think about this shit because
nah.
I'm gonna spit my piece at the end.
Yeah, nah. I think other countries they just so used to poverty that when you go over there and you different and you know what I'm saying and you got that American taste, they got a little taste for that. They see you attractive. They know what the fuck you going through the internet. Like, damn, them bitches over there don't even. I'll fold your laundry on first date, and then women like Vita be like, "You do it too much."
Completely.
And
Because y'all don't value that. Y'all don't
no,
value that.
do you understand that most men, like we just said, if you bought us a drink, we would damn near take you home if you was obese, just because it doesn't happen. Them women over there look good and they ain't got no attitude. We got
Yeah, but
to
that ain't
argue
poverty.
with a gut. Why do niggas in America gotta argue with a motherfucking gut with 3 kids with a hair on top of their hair? Shout out to 2K. I had to get that nigga put me on that
You
shit.
shouldn't be. I ain't arguing with nobody in real life. I ain't arguing with nobody in real life. I swear to God.
No,
Hey,
I'm just saying.
you know what it is? I'm gonna say this right because and Phoebe can attest to this right because she went to the DR with us. She kicked it with us during our little trip when we invaded the DR, and I think it's I think they feel women here feel privileged and they feel entitled, and this is what when I had a conversation with a female down there, right? And she said this, right? She said, because of the lack of resources where they come from, they appreciate a hardworking man. And she said that we appreciate hardworking men, and the women in the States don't appreciate hardworking men. A man that's trying to do something. And I thought about it. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because I know a lot of men that's hardworking, good men, but don't necessarily get, you know, attention because they might not be in a certain tax bracket. And for her to just say that they appreciate a hardworking man regardless of the salary, that says something.
It
And she was
does.
fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, but this what I'm saying, MacMaal, what I said earlier. When y'all as men, because we were still against all that thug and doughboy image. When y'all adopted that, and that started with NWA, that's when the black man image went down, the original man image went down. When
Jerry
y'all went with that,
curls. I
because
blame
we weren't
Jerry
with that.
curls.
We was fighting against that on the talk shows, everything. We was like, we don't want y'all saying that. We don't want to be called bitches and hoes. We went for women and ladies and queens. We just came off the Black Panther movement and all that. Now we down to bitches and hoes and y'all thugs and drug dealers. This is what y'all adopted. The men migrated to this. Now the regular man got left here square. He this because y'all got to remember like Freak Nick and all that. When y'all watched the video, it be regular square. It was niggas out there in khakis and the little belt, not even a leather belt on, and just girls all around them. Everybody, nobody tripping. This was still the case. I'm telling you, when that image came and took over everywhere, and it really was with Tupac that it really took over the men. That everybody want to be a thug. Niggas 40 years old, do ragging and pants sagging. I'm like, come on, where's the man at with this? Y'all adopted it. Now women adopted. Now they want to do it. Now they rapping about it. Music changed because women was complaining about it in music. How the music changed. Queen Latifah, Yo Yo, all them didn't like that. No, we MC Light, nobody was doing all that. And then y'all switched that. Now the women have adopted it themselves. Now they want to be like y'all, and now they got big money and big cars and big rims and buying bottles and all this, trying to do all the same stuff y'all do. But it started with that. That's what I'm saying today. Like we was loving the average, regular, everyday man. And that shit started with that thug image and that drug dealer image.
Well, you know what's crazy? Hey, I don't know if y'all watch Risky. Risky's another dude that be on YouTube with the panel shows, and he said a very good point the other day. He was talking about how black women want blue collar men, but they want them thug adjacent. And when I heard him say that, I'm like, damn, because do you understand what he's saying? When he say black women don't not want regular black men, but they got to be thug adjacent.
But that's because y'all pushed that identity down our throat. We didn't want that. We couldn't bring that home to our families. We couldn't say this a thug, this a drug dealer, this a gangbanger, his pants hanging down. We couldn't do that. Tattoos everywhere. We could not do that. That changed over time. That wasn't a thing to like the 2000s where they were just accepted it and baby mama and baby daddy and all that exploded. That wasn't a thing. Y'all got to take responsibility for who switched y'all identity because we was loving on Dexter and Charles and Michael. We was doing that. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in our God-given rights and our ability to. Everybody got a right to protect themselves, and I do love somebody, a man that's trained in the firearm use, and you should be, such as women should be, and hand to hand combat also. So shoot, a gun
Yeah, the
total or a
humblest.
shooter.
I said that earlier. Go ahead.
A gun total or a shooter is not a bad thing. But if he told me with that's his image, he's such a thug, his pants down, he drug selling, he don't want to work or whatever. Come on now, y'all pushed that on us. We was not. We wasn't
No.
with
But that's not the point though. What I'm telling you is
got the
blue collar men have to have some sort of, I would say the word swag in them. Like they can't be too cookie cutter. They can't be too by the book. They have to show you some sort of, they got a little hood in them.
Little
Or
edge.
you don't. Yeah, they gotta have a little
I like
edge.
that word bar. I like that word bar edge because it is
It's a
true. We
synonym
don't
though.
want to blame. Don't get me wrong, a real woman. Don't get me wrong, a real woman. Because I know that thug and drug and thug dealing, there's ain't no future in that. But he do gotta have a little edge with just his own swag and his own. Even Barack Obama had some swag, had his own edge and his own way. You know what I'm saying? Even though he really was gay, but he had his own edge and his
Wait a
own way.
minute.
Hey, you
Well,
know what though? Hey, the humblest said women in America are protected by the government. That's why they are so disagreeable and arrogant. Hey, look, hey, you know what? I didn't mention that neither. And she said that too when we was in the DR. Oh girl, she said that we need our women. I mean,
Ho-
she said we need our men. Y'all act like y'all don't need y'all men.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, facts. They do that. But hold on, MacMaal. I do want to say this because Sasha been in here the whole time and you didn't read none of her comments. I don't want her to get offended. You
No,
start
go
reading
ahead.
bro shit. No. I'm
No,
just saying.
I am reading them. I just didn't read them out loud. I see
Oh,
them
okay,
on there.
okay.
Yeah, I see
I
them.
didn't
I
want her to.
see.
Yeah, yeah. No. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want her to be like, damn, how the hell he gonna read it? She gonna be like, how you gonna read his comments? And I've been in here for an hour.
No. I see her comments. I'm reading them right now. Well, I've
Probably
been
won't
reading
read
them
them
as
out
she been putting
loud.
them bitches up. I
Or she
appreciate Sasha. She always support the channel, so I
Yeah,
definitely want to give her flowers for supporting the channel for
type shit.
sure.
Look, yeah,
I see
but yeah,
somebody say Vita is mistaken. Look up Shazara Ali. I read her books.
yes,
What
sir.
was I mistaken about? That probably was a while ago because Shazara Ali support polygyny. So that's probably when we was talking about that. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't think niggas. I don't think we need to get up out of that. Don't worry about polygyny. Get you one woman because you. I told niggas they can't do
Yeah,
one thing
that
at
two
once. I
woman
don't know
shit,
why.
I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, stop it.
Man, it's too
You
It
much.
can't
take a
get
lot.
one right. You talking about two?
Right. It take a lot. It take a lot, especially if
Yeah,
she real woman because she really and you gonna really really want the best. So that's a whole different thing. That's why
man.
I said so if a man wasn't exposed to that and saw it and got the game from other men on how to do that too, that's hard. So that's why I say all this stuff is skills that we lost on the come up through the
I feel like a man that got two women is just doing some shit.
You be
Cause it's
doing
hard.
shit.
It's hard to deal with one of them motherfuckers, man. I ain't gonna even lie to
Yeah,
you. I was in a period of my life where I wanted two women, but I didn't really give it no deep thought as to like how this shit was gonna really work for the rest of my life. You feel me? I was just thinking of this what I wanted to do at that moment. I didn't
right,
really think that shit through. And
right.
once I started thinking it through, I'm like, man, hell no, man. I'm cool. I'd
Right.
rather
because
just be
it
one
ain't
on
for
one,
everybody.
me and my little babe, whatever we gonna do. I'm cool
That's
just focusing on you.
right.
Yeah, it's not
I had
just
I
for
had a I had an ex and she was her homegirl. They had gave me a threesome for my birthday, and then I guess maybe like a year in, they was like, "What you think?" She was like, "What you think about bringing her in?" And I liked her too. I thought she was cool in the motherfucker. So I was like, "Yeah." I thought about it. I'm like, she fine. She real like she lame as hell too. I know she a freak though. She one of them ones that'll trick you. She a freak, but she was fine and she was cool. So I'm like, yeah, come on, you can bring your son over here too. He can come stay with us and everything. But I had it like that, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. And I don't know. The old girl switched up, and she was the one voting for the shit. Like she was rooting on it, but then she seen. I don't know if she's seen us getting along too good or some shit.
Yeah, I was
Or
gonna
she,
say this right. It gotta be
Yeah.
you gotta get the game on it because if she never lived in close quarters, when you see your man liking somebody else, talking to them too, like cracking jokes with them, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? So if the only emotion you know behind that is jealousy, then she not ready for it. That's why I say a lot of stuff we think we ready for, we not ready for it. We not ready for it. We
Hell
gotta go to
no.
school. We
well,
think that we
what,
be too cool for school.
don't present that shit to me. Then why would you do
Because that's
that?
just like with marriage. Just like with marriage, when MacMaal or Vaughn, whatever, we're talking about the marriage. One minute say I want marriage or I want to only be with the alpha, I want the marriage. And then when it happens, she can't sustain it. Because why? She didn't get the training. You got to be trained to sustain anything you trying to
Hey,
sustain, especially long
you gotta
term.
be you gotta be careful when you say trained when we talking about three people. That's kind of different. I don't
Yeah,
need you to be trained.
that shit ugly.
You ever been? Have you ever been fucked by two dudes at the same time? Can I ask you that on the first date? Is that appropriate?
If somebody asked me, I would not see because I value truth, even if it's raw, and I know and like your frequency, I go on frequency. So if his frequency not like disrespectful, you trying to say some goofy shit to get a reaction, like you really want to know that, I'd be like, no, I didn't. So like, it's okay. I'm not easily offended. When you value truth, you don't get easily offended.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
it's
man.
easy to be truthful when it hasn't happened. We talking about the woman that's gonna be like, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Kobe
But
like,
today in
I'm
time,
like, we
women
need
be
2
telling the
tickets.
Yeah,
truth.
the man that
I
picked
need
up
the
the
receipt.
wrong
I
man.
need 2 receipts. Don't bring her
But
stuff
it's
in.
women
Fill the
today in
shirt.
time, they be telling the truth. The guy that be on the street asking women, you know, how many guys you think could take you down? How many guys can you handle in one night? He asked 15 different women. They all said 4, 5, 6. I was like, oh my God, they saying this on camera. They weren't even that drunk. They was telling the truth.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what?
I don't
And
know.
he
It's the
All
was
right, y'all. Well, we gonna cut it off, man. We've been on here for about a 3-piece.
Hey
You feel
man.
me?
Hey
We
Mac,
got a
this was
lot
a
of
great show,
content,
man. I'm telling
man.
you.
Man, I
wait,
Chop these
hold on,
appreciate
bitches.
y'all.
wait, before we
Chop
leave,
these
Phoebe,
bitches up.
Phoebe,
Phoebe
why your
been
hair?
quiet
Let
for
me
an hour
let
and a
me
half.
ask you.
Sasha
But
said
Phoebe,
You said
nowadays, I think that's a
you said
valid
what,
question.
Vita?
why you
What you
looking
say,
like that,
Vita?
Phoebe? You like this?
I'm just listening to y'all like, ooh,
Oh, I
we.
thought you was going
I'm
like
gonna
that.
make
Like,
sure my shit stays solid because this shit is scary. This shit y'all talking about. I don't want no parts of it. None of it.
I know. Look, hey Phoebe, stay out the game. Stay over whatever you got
I'm
going
out the
on.
game.
It's way better than everything else. I swear to God.
Man,
I
he
never.
mentioned clapping cheeks in the beginning, and I said as soon as I get off of this, and he being
Right,
patient with me, I'm like, wait a minute,
right.
I can't even say
Hey, that
nothing
nigga
because
sitting behind the
he
camera
keep
like
it in
this.
here, you know. I'm trying not to be rude and just disappear off this shit.
Go ahead. You see, he been
You
on here long
funny
and
as hell.
bygone too. Here, where we get it, everybody got a life. When MacMaal text me like you coming out, I'm like, damn, I forgot it was Monday. God damn it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yo, we gotta
It's
stay
all
I'm
consistent,
good.
y'all. I'm
tired,
telling
but
you, I be getting recognized in the street from these shows, man. So, man, we doing
Oh,
something
that's
special,
what's
man.
up.
Hell yeah,
yeah,
man.
I
Got
had
love.
a couple of people want to hit me up like, how you know him? And I didn't see you being the type of person that would be on there like that because I don't talk a whole lot, you know. So it's like, how you get wrapped up in that shit? I don't fucking know. I just
But
ended up
So,
here.
so
It's
you knew
cool. I
MacMaal your
enjoy
whole
it.
life. That's how we knew him. That's all like, cause I said I ain't. That's why I'm on it, cause I knew him my whole life. But then I be like, listen, shit,
right,
Yeah,
right.
but this shit
shit.
y'all be
I'm the
talking about is a little wild though. Like, nah, God,
I'm
Jesus
the
fucking
All
oddball
right,
Christ.
man.
nigga.
Well, y'all give them y'all outros, man. We gonna get up out of here, man.
Yeah, because I
Hey,
got shit to
yeah.
do.
All right, y'all already know, man. It's your main man, Red Pill Crip. You know it's the law when you see the straw. Go to my TikTok page, Facebook page,
See, this
Red
the thing.
Pill Crip. All you gotta do is type in Red Pill Crip. Google, Yahoo, AOL, MySpace. I'm in that
Hell.
bitch.
Oh wow, did he say MySpace? Oh well, Phoebe got D's to do. Throw some D's on it. Ah, well, my name is Lavita Jean. I'm a confidence coach. I help you go from basic to baddie in business and life. I was doing a lot of cussing tonight, so I'm gonna just leave it there. All right, you had a good day.
Amazing.
Lord have mercy. Phoebe just Phoebe. Coco Cherry 69. Instagram.
You
Love
did.
that
It's your
answer.
boy, man. Mac Mall, man. Not the Shop Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe,
Double M.
comment, like, share. Till next time. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
Take y'all asses to sleep.
Peace.
Shit.